Boobap, how y'all doing? Welcome back. We got ourselves more duels for the day. Daylight savings is gonna mess things up a little bit for us. So this how is it EU that we gotta wait for daylight savings? Are you guys the ones that are a little behind on it all the time, like a couple of weeks? It's gotta be weird for a bit, man. Just get used to it though, boys. Get used to it. It's gonna be weird for a good bit. How y'all doing though? Hope everybody's having a good one. I am essentially more or less just now mentally, physically, astronomically waking up. Let's get some games in here. Blushed Anon, at least what I can tell. So Johnny Boy got a group. Kragar should be getting a group right now. You'll find us in the same regular spots that we normally host our duels in the LFG window. Is everybody offline? Is BNet working? No, BNet is working. Okay. Dude, EU, I don't know if you guys have been having issues, but NA has been having a lot of issues over on the live realms. I think it's the I don't even know what it is, dude. Some people think it's the world first race shenanigans going on. I have no idea, dude. I have no, honestly. Marksman and Beastmaster. Well, Hunter Fury are really good so far. Yeah. Oh, you give him some goes here. Well, guys, it's only viable between Ellie Hunter Warrior PvP right now. Yeah, give him some credit. Give him some help, chat. Give him some advice. What's good? What ain't good? What have you seen popping up? What have you seen not doing super hot? The meta is going to continue as the season goes on. Also, I finally fixed it. Wow. I had to actually just use a whole nother game capture. For some reason, the other one just borked, so I'm just using like classic WoW game capture for some reason. That works. I have no idea, but I got it fixed up so I can do a normal switch. Ooh, it is so good. How are we doing in groups? Kragar is getting one up and running right now. And we got another one with my boy, Johnny Boy. If y'all want to join in, join Johnny. He's got a group listed for 5V5 1v1 DUELS. He's going to need a couple of homies to join him. What I may have to do is I may have to go and find some people from my BNet and invite him to join Johnny. Or join Johnny's team directly, take over all that good, all that good stuff. All right. Well, let's do invite him. Kragar, ready. Привет, готово. Okay, 1 sec. I'm telling him 1 second. It's gonna be more than 1 second though. Yo, duels tonight? See if Cobra is down for these. Who else do I normally invite in on these duels, man? Johnny's got a group and he's all good to go. Aura? Does Aura join these? Nalex? Hey, Nalex, wanna join 5v5 duels, fam? Question mark? Hey, doing duels tonight. Want in? I'll just ask around real quickly. I think we are technically starting like an hour earlier than we normally do because of daylight savings and all that. Or maybe I'm starting even earlier than that. I'm not even sure, to be honest. But we'll try to see if we can get something going here real quickly. Loopy is a PvE friendo. Hey, friend, wanna join 5v5 Duels? Try to see if we get you in here. All the hunter specs are pretty good for PvP right now. Play what you like, homie. What's up, DJ? How you doing, my man? Oh, so thank you for the donut, my man. I just saw it. What's good, my man? What's up, my guy? What's good? How you doing? 20th super on live stream. Happy 20 supers, my man. Joining you guys up to some games. Cool. Hey, mate. Alex, yo, hold on. We got messages. What I'll do is this. Yo, let me join in. Johnny, let me do that. And you have last spot. Okay. Getting them filled now. So now Alex said he'd be down to join in after he's done with his dailies with Delves. So I'll give him a second here. Does Panda join these? That's my group. Emmett, get in here, my man. So I'll invite Nemi when there's one more spot available. Does Panda join these? Hey Panda, wanna join some 5v1 Duels, friend? Getting second group together. How are you doing, friend? Oh, hold on, Romaro? Hey, friend, wanna join 5v1 Duels, question mark? Here we go. Let's try to see if I can get him in here. Rodord, that's a name I haven't seen in a while. Hey, doing duels today. If you wanna join later, we will have a spot for ya. I'm just gonna let him know that if he wants to join in, we'll have a spot for him. I'm not gonna be like, yo, get in here right now, my man. Just because he's already queuing something. Let him queue him. Let him do his thing. Orc, yo, get in here. And with that, okay. Last spot is yours. Если хочешь, я могу вам включать разные арены. У меня есть аддон. Хочешь, я могу нам включать разные арены. How do I say this to him? Я могу тоже, когда пишу команду, какое арену тебе Okay, well, that's about as best Russian I could type to my man Krager. He said with an add-on he could do arena stuff. 2 seconds? Okay, we let an enemy swap over real quick, then we get these up and running. But Krager was basically saying, yo, I can plug in random arenas or variety of different arenas if you want me to. I was like, oh, I can do the same. Just which arena you're looking for. That's a little early. Да мне не принципиально, я просто предложил. Okay, he just suggested. He doesn't really have any suggestions specifically. Я обычно включаю все подряд. Хорошо. Я включаю How do you spell включаю, dude? It's the hardest word. It's like basically like plug in. I'm trying to say I'm plugging in different arenas, but I do I guess I'm gonna try to tell Krager. It's a lot of going on, chat. I just woke up. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to pay attention to you guys. What language is that? Is Russian. I was born in good old Russia, man. That's where my family comes from. But I've been living in US for like so long, dude. I don't really consider myself that much of a Russian. I know the language, but I don't really connect with the people as much as I used to. Although you'd be surprised, a lot of Russians are really like, you know, the whole like Ukraine-Russia conflict is weird and all that, right? Not including that, just the people that live in the country that are not based on anything that's happening in the world right now. They're actually very much like you and me. They're very normal. A lot of them are very much like very westernized in their mindset. You'll be surprised, right? Like completely, if you exclude them out of anything going on. I know there's some weirdness going on right now, animosities and people you never met, but like if you did meet them, they're really just westernized for the most part, like in that same like headspace or whatever. I just want to hang out and play games. He suggested him to register different arenas via add-on. Yeah, I know. So I don't use the add-on. I just use the command, and I could randomize it. But I've been using specific arenas in order to, because I've been avoiding like massive, large arenas for the most part, just because you feel like it gets the duels going a little bit easier. We have been adding Tovaron in or whatever, but yeah, I was trying to tap it to him, but I think it's just one of those things where I don't really need to respond all the way through, because he knows what I'm talking about here. All right, let's get these going. Yep. Already. I'm just gonna tell him R. So invite spectator match, Kragar, and we need Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy. Is it with 2 Y's? I don't even. Crap. Where's your? I'll learn it. I'll learn it one day, Johnny. Oh, eyes is eyes. Okay, John H and then Y Boy 5 the grand. I usually just do very specific arenas because I think they'll just look better, they play better. Like the Grand is a fantastic dueling space. Like, can we be honest here? Probably one of the best arenas out there. We can do a little bit more. I could just go random and we could just see where the cards guide us. You know what I mean? Let's just do random next time. Let's just absolutely let it randomize for us, and wherever it goes, wherever it takes us is wherever it takes us. I'm cool with that. I am cool with that. CS lobby filled with them. Yeah, just seriously. CS and Dota in particular have been a big there too, but like they're everywhere, man. They get around. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yeah. They get around. Alrighty. Which got ourselves ANJX. I might have to figure out Angie. Might call you Angie here. As a druid, I'm gonna have to. Are you a feral? I saw a book for some reason. I was like, Boomkin. I was like, no, wait a second. The rest of the kid is a little not like Boomkin. Cracker on that team. We got ourselves the Smishka. We got ourselves now and Chernokai. Oh my god. Good KSM mount, man. With now gonna be first up, immediate breath to Pharaoh, instant shrink and reset. This man is looking to fix some problems here. Look at that wrench. He's trying to see if he can fix this now mage just right. But actually might just need to get a signature for himself, dude. Absolutely getting blasted by this Frostfire bolts. The mage actually got so much mobility getting around him so easily. Pharaoh able to go for a bit of a resetting behind the pillar, avoiding the Ring of Frost. But the Flame Strike? Why am I struggling with Flame Strike? Flame Strike does connect. I wonder if he's running, or is that not a talent anymore? The Flame Strike that does massive damage. Speaking of massive damage, forcing out immunity out of Pharaoh. Man still has a bubble in the back pocket in case he needs to. Random procs of wings. Now with the trinket, trying to see if he can reset. Pharaoh, do you have yourself the Herald? He is playing the Herald of the Sun. He's looking for a little survivability. What is that rebuke? That felt like that was a kick from a mile away. That's not quite a melee range. Did Bellish have a slightly longer kick? I think it was just like a 0.5 update, wasn't it? Maybe it was Dragonflight, right? Is that a thing? Chat, is that a thing? I remember you rogues used to have that. Acrobatic strikes. Oh, how I missed ya. I'm pretty sure acrobatic strikes is still in the game. It just gives us more auto attack damage. That's about it. It's not quite as interesting. Because now is gonna go for completely behind the pillar. Catching a quick reset. First aid is Pharaoh. Got himself a little bit of defense here. Shield of Vengeance breaking pretty quickly. Stun onto now. Kind of expecting a blink, but not really getting it. So he is still gonna go for a bit of that Wake of Ashes. Go Meteor down, trying to see if he can avoid it. Manages having to go immediately out of the way, as now just trying to see if he can throw down everything that hits very, very hard at Pharaoh immediately. It's gonna be a lay on hands, still has a bubble. Rotating lay on hands, now still has one more ability. He's gonna get a reset through. If Pharaoh may be looking for a block here or bubble here really, really early, it's gonna be blink out of the mage, trying to see if he can get himself some more damage. Scorches just to get himself extra damage, breaking out of the sun very, very quickly. Nova onto Pharaoh, does have himself hand of freedom, but out of mana completely. Oh, it does go down without a bubble. My question is, did he need mana for a bubble? Did he just not have mana? Or what just happened? Knockback onto the warrior as Oric does go in, shredding through whatever hell now has left over, but it is going to be able to dive into a block very, very quickly. And with not a lot of warriors picking up Shatter, unless you're going up against a lot of mages or a lot of paladins on the opposite team, there's just not a lot of points to, lot of reason to put a whole point into that ability. Meteor dropping down, has himself a charge, able to reconnect with now is going to be the Ultra. So he's in a great spot right now. Doesn't get locked down the stun for a second, or picking up a lot of bit healing. Now get himself random combustion. This could be an opportunity to maybe make some kind of a go. Just sending out some damage. Looking for a cast. Hard cast. Frostfire Bolt into Oric. Is going to go get himself that reverse blinks, man. The reverse blink and reverse alter are so good for mages. Oric might just have to chill behind the pillow. Let second wind kick in, as he's just not in the great spot right now to keep fighting. And now disrupting the second wind with some damage. Meteor coming down. Man just might die here. Oh, it does go down with a pyro or two. Shifting power back up for now. And Leo's second or third. I was about to say second to last, but no, that would be real. That's not true. Never mind. I got it wrong. Now just getting blasted out. That's a lot of damage over as a unholy death knight. All those pets are doing. Warwick Clover shot is from afar. It's just not in a great spot. Trying to see if he can conjure refreshment while moving. Love to see it. Brent, but I think it's over. It is lights for this guy. Trying to see if he can just not burn out. Look at that mobility. He actually lives it. I was actually thinking that was over, but cauterized. This man actually using it for great mobility. The pets are swinging around the corner. Leo picking up a little bit of healing. Now caught up quite a lot of health though. And is going to go for a first aid as long as the pet backs away. Oh, he can't even reach it. Nova. Pet. Okay, Pet apparently decided, you know what? I'm just going to pop out of the existence. I kind of want to take that clip and just go. Just add a little. I don't even know if we can't, the microphone picks that up super well. But I kind of just want to add little pops out That thing popped out of existence. Stauder now has himself a blink, able to reposition. You don't have a lot of health to work with. Maybe has a bit of a shielding. Dropping down big, Meteor onto Leo, picking up a bunch of healing though. Couple of death strikes is getting him topped off. Look at that recovery. What is this recovery? This man has got some healing over time going on. What is happening? Frostbite Bolt from afar. Now picking up a little bit of health as well. That shield is helping him survive just a little bit longer. MS up for Leo, hoping to close the gap, hoping to end the duel. Now does have a Meteor coming up very soon. Polly does get a random combustion, goes in for a Meteor. Phoenix Flames could be a ton of damage. Leo not in a great spot, needs a bit more survivability. Picking up more health with the death pack, cannot really heal right now. That is going to be a Polly onto Leo. Now has no health whatsoever and does get slain by the riders for Leo. The pets did do work. With the Son broke the Smishka, should be able to take out Leo very quickly. Immediately tricked out of the stun, got himself a bit of that shielding, but he's just left with no health whatsoever. A couple of cheap shots with an evasion for the Smishka. Took a lot of damage though. Leo did not have a lot of health left, but the rogue definitely took a lot of damage. And Emmett played marksman. Yo, hold on a second. He got the burn and everything paid dead for a moment. Does not get a hunter's mark on the Smishka. Does have a cloak of shadow. So even if there was a hunter's mark, he wouldn't be able to catch a reset anyway. Emmett does need himself a little bit of recovery, a little bit of healing, picking up the eye really early. Should be able to see the rogue. Sap comes through, and he's just kind of stuck out in the open right now. And it's really up to the rogue to decide when he wants to have himself a proper go here. Cheap shot, trinket immediately with a freezing trap as the rogue went in for a bit of damage himself. Got himself a tar trap, aim shot, smoke bomb just to cover it. Flare down for a second, does have a volley. Can he not hit into the, no, he cannot. Does get a pull, rapid fire either way. Double tap, rapid fire with a slow into the rogue unless he catches a reset. Oh, it's over. It is done. Black arrow connects, but he's still alive. Oh, one more arcane shot in the last second. And Emmett does take him. Then have to go for a big go here, man. Full Banshee mode with a Dark Ranger. Does land the kill with a camo instantly. Roar out for Kragar. Does get caught out with a stun. Kragar with a big Warbreaker. Knocked back by the Hunter. Needs to find a way to peel Kragar off. He wants to go for Freezing Trap, but that Spell Reflect was going to stop him completely. Could go for Freezing Trap now, but it's going to be very hard. Very hard. He still needs himself a little bit more survivability. Charge Trap going to help a little bit. Spear, he's stuck in place. He needs to turtle. He has to turtle it. He has to, yeah. Kragar is in a great spot right now. And Emmett, unless he can find a way to peel from Kragar and really just start to outrun him, stun from both almost connects. Blazer breaking him out of that binding shot though. That is good. And I think for Emmett, this might be honestly lights here. Unless, yeah, quick Mortal Strike taking it with Sivonia. I think it's Sivonia. I don't think it's Sivonja, right? Sivonia? I'm gonna call him Siv. Siv, that's easy. Fear to follow. Let's go for a Mortal Coil. Sandit versus Kragar. Dropping down big forward with the Tyrant. This is Nemi, by the way. This is Nemi. Switching out from a Worgen onto a Void Elf, so he's switching up a little bit. But who else dropping down a big old Fetlord as a lockdown combo, dude? That's his favorite. That's a classic for that man. Stun around the corner, does not quite connect. Plenty of pets still out and about. Harassing Kraken behind the pillar. Does send in the Demon Doggo's quick stunner onto Civ. Got himself a bit of the Dark Pact as well with a quick intro by Kragar. Taking a lot of damage from those pets together with the Demonic Soul. Adding extra Anathema Dot onto Kragar. Not feeling all good. You may need to rotate Rallying Cry here. Health is getting kind of desperate and low. Hand to go down, spamming out for Civ. I see himself the tier set for the big Demon Doggo. I don't think he does. But if he can get a big Demon Doggo with a tier set, oh, that thing is going to be nutty. Try to see if he can get himself even more pets up and running. Stun by Kragar. Able to survive here a little longer. Big Demolish gets some damage out. Oh, there's a Spell Reflect, but he has not for no health whatsoever. One more bind from a demon and it's over. Does get himself first aid for a good bit at the end there. That is amazing. He actually does get himself quite a bit of healing there. It's going to be stun or spear onto all these pets, separating the Warlock from the rest of the crowd. Still super low in health, trying to see if he can make something happen. But Civ had a big old Doom Lord, had a big old Tyrant, had so many pets just continue to barrage at the Warrior. There's only so much you can do with Andrix. Gonna be up to some new antics. Big old bite, executing the Warlock fairly quickly. Now picking up to a well done, man. That base damage, he wasn't duel 2 people. It did 100 million damage. 2 people, 100 million damage. That seems like a lot. That seems like he did a lot. That's a lot of damage just against 2. We definitely don't have 50 million in health. We have like, what, max 10? So you guys' healing is wild this season. That's Got us another go in here, man. Johnny and Cracker, let me know when you boys are ready. It looks like both of y'all are ready. Let's get another one in here. We're just gonna randomize arenas. Normally during a grand, we'll just let the random hit it. We'll just hit that random button. Tiger's Peak. Let's do it. Whatever arena we get is whatever arena we get, man. I'm not gonna... I usually just orchestrate which arena we do specifically, so we don't get like the poopy ones. But everything is on the table, dude. The flashbang is gonna come out at some point, so... Don't blame me, alright? Don't blame me. Alrighty. Where are we at? 503. NA down? Is NA down? I don't know. I have no idea. What do you mean is NA down? Is NA supposed to be down? I have no clue. I haven't even been online. So I have no idea. Sick Warlock. He's really good. He's really, really good. Ran 4 chance with some birthday guys. Funny full pumpers today. Yeah, dude. Yeah, get your chance out of the way this week, man. I still got only a few that I gotta do, and then I'm probably gonna spam some gear. Can't log in. And they has been having some weird stuff going on for a good bit though. Like there was some bad lag a couple of days ago, so maybe that's what's going on. Twitch. Who knows? EU obviously better servers apparently. You guys got more the premier servers. And JX. I'm gonna need to figure out your name. And Jax, AJ. I have to figure something out. Kragar, we got a system with now. How's now getting to go 2 times in a row, man? Leo, a bit of a rematch versus now. Last time he did win it, but for now, this is an opportunity to strike back against the Death Knight. It's going to be the entire army of undead summoned up really early. For now, does have the altar. He just got to be very careful with the defenses. Leo is just letting the pets just hang out with. Now he doesn't want to fight him directly. Otherwise, he's just eating Fire Blast and Meteors for breakfast. Got himself a bit of that shifting power. That's going to give some defenses. Big shields. Leo better be very careful. Some of the shields are still reflecting damage back to you, so you got to be very careful. AMS got himself lots of the range damage. Death Claws and Clawing Shadows from a distance. Ring of Frost to stop the pets in their tracks, and now maybe looking to potentially block it here. Sitting down for food as the pet just got frozen. Trying to get as much heal as you can. That Clawing Shadows, how did that... I felt like that was still on the side, but apparently not. Stone until now does have himself a blink with a bit of shielding. Leo trying to be very careful with the shields. He kind of weaves in and out. Shields are down, I'm in. Shields are up, I am out. He's either got himself blinded side or not. It's going to be cauterized out of now. Unless he's careful, he still hasn't procced it. There goes the caught with a block. Having to proc both caught and block it is a little unfortunate, but it does give him an opportunity to at least start recovering some health. You know what I mean? In some cases, you can actually, if you block early, you can get yourself health recovery, and then use caught later as a kind of last-ditch survivability move. Just get locked out on fire and frost casted a frostfire bolt blind for Leo. He just needs to get himself a bit more pets and some survivability. Got himself the riders, 2 of them in fact. So if you can get the riders back onto now might be done for. Does get himself a shield. Meteor down. Leo with the AMS might not be enough to hold up both of them so low, and Leo does explode. As now just stays in there. This man is an absolute maniac, dude. A pyromaniac. A maniac, but they're just slinging fireballs. That's all he really is. Because that was clutch. That was so close. But he doesn't have a block anymore, trying to go for a Breath of the Fairy. Fairy just gonna get him some max range and let the dots rot down now. That's all he needs. Now needs every defensive available. Does get himself a little bit of healing. I don't know what else he could really do. Does he have reversals? He got a Nova. Does not gonna stop him. Knockback. Oh, that first aid last second, but it's over. Fairy taking him out very quickly. Oh my goodness. With Kai gonna be up next with another demonology. Warlock setting up gateways, setting up hounds. Just trying to see if he can get himself yet another go versus Team 2. Kai actually is the first time playing it, right? Yeah, I think it is his first time playing tonight, at least for the moment. I do like the whole trainer look though, dude. The whole set with the wings. Ah, my favorite. Plus demonology on top of it too, which I think is still kind of messed up because, you know, Draenei had the home world absolutely ravaged by demons. So now Kai's running around using those demons as a weapon. I feel like there's something ironic about that. Or maybe that's not the word I'm looking for. Either way, I think you get what I mean, right? It does feel kind of weird. But your pets are being pulled back. You gotta make sure your pets are not on passive. You gotta get those demon doggos in there even after a fear, because that fear ain't gonna be breaking for, well, usually it doesn't really break damage instantly, but yeah, after a bit. You know what I mean? Kai building up a bit of damage, does get him some max range. Just trying to just play around the pets and letting the pets do work. Maybe taking the gateway a little bit too early. Does get a stun onto Pharaoh. Another set of pets. No tiring for a while. Does go for yet another stun with the Shadow Fury. ASUS is back to back. As long as he can maybe go for some kind of defensive, does go Mortal Coil. Needs to maintain those pets onto Pharaoh as best as possible. He got himself a pretty decent demonic armor right now. If only he could pump it up with a Tyrant. Does go for a wall here. and a chart is going to be made available very, very soon. I don't think his pets are going to last that long, but those demon bolts are doing work though. Lay on hands for Pharaoh. He's still got himself lots of immunity, lots of damage. Pets are empowered, and Pharaoh, if he just sits behind the pillar, that ain't going to help you. Ain't going to feel good. Searing Glare on... Does Searing Glare even affect the demons? Normally we see like stars above their heads. You know what I mean? Like cartoony looking stars. Seeing stars kind of deal, but like I'm not seeing any of those on the demons at all, so I don't even know if they get blinded. It's going to be a bubble out of Pharaoh. Doesn't go Spell Warden, doesn't trust him for Spell Warden, so this is going to be his last bastion of defense here. If Kai can live this long enough, he will be a-okay. I think burned the Drainer ratio there for a heal for a second, didn't he? Pharaoh with the shield defense, Mortical with the tricky to reverse and try to go for a fear, trying to see if he can land the kick, does land it. I think now Pharaoh has himself an opening. It does land the kill, second in a row for this man. Second down with Now and Kai both down for the count with ANJX up next, and he still has a blessing of protection save for the Pharaoh. That wreck almost connected to him. So close, almost connected. Immediate convoke, immediate blessing of protection. Roots out right now for ANJX. Anjax, I have no idea. I'm gonna have to figure something out for you, man. Annie? I don't really know. Ajax? I have no idea. Ajax? I have no idea. I have no clue, honestly. Unless it's supposed to be like a Norwegian Y or Norwegian J, which would make a Y sound. Which then would be Anix? Anix? I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna stop trying to guess, dude. I'm gonna stop trying to guess. Doesn't matter what it is. Just all he knows is it bites big. That's all he does. It doesn't matter what it's called. All he knows is how hard it bites. And so we're trying to see if he can catch up to the Feral Druid. Heart of the Wild got himself lots of recovery. Still has a lot of defenses to work with, actually. We are getting to the 26% dampener. So right now it's going to be a little bit tough. But if he can play it super carefully, he might not even need to use any of those defenses versus Orc. If he can go for the Blade strat, hit and run stuff, trick it out for Orc, does get rooted. That's exactly what the Feral needs, is those roots. So you can go in, bleed up, root, and walk away. And just use Heart of the Wild as well as regrowth to keep himself alive, using those major cooldowns for the next competitor. This will give him some long-lasting potential here. What's up, Game Moves? What's up, Refuse Nick? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Stun, big Convoke the Spirits, massive damage, big bites to follow, maim right after. Isn't it enough, though? He does get big bleeds, or it needs some survivability, but this man is melting, and it's just a matter of time, but that ruin gives it just enough of a gap between the two to get the hell out of dodge. That is so good. With Emmett going to be up next, needs to catch a hunter's mark on the Feral Druid. The Feral immediately got himself an opener, does get hit with a trap. It is going to be bleeds onto Emmett immediately. This guy is melting. He's got some potential big damage, but he is melting. Wall out for ANJX. This is going to be Emmett trying to get himself some survivability here. Rapid fire can't stop, but Turtle shot to give him some dampener damage, but you're still melting. Are you just going to die in Turtle? I think you're just dead. Oh, it's over. Oh, it's over. Dude, Feral Druid is back, baby. Feral Druid looking quite beefy for season 2. This sim is going to be up next. It's full lockdown onto ANJX with a Mortical. All the pets are in. That's a perfect opportunity. It's a full lockdown. There's nothing it can do. And does go for a Disruptive Roar on those pets with a massive mass root on those pets. He actually controls the pets completely. This gives him a second here. He's still taking a lot of the damage to the face with those casts. He's going to use Convoke defensively. He has still a Renewal, Barskin, Warlock House by the looks of it, Trinket, Shadow Melt. So he has a lot of tools to get out of this one scot-free. And if he plays this correctly, I don't think anything can stop this guy. Picking up first aid really early. Eyes are picked up, and the AJX is going to put in place here for a second. Does go for the kick. Interrupt him on, I think it's a Shadow Cast now, right? Is it? Because normally when you summon a Charhound or Wild Fiend, that's usually a Fire Cast, like a Fire School of Cast. But when you make him into like a Gloomhound, like shadowy thing, shadowy lizard, oh, you're just dead. I was gonna say, like, when you make him shadowy, does it become a shadow cast or is it still a fire school cast? I have no idea. Civ though, I think it's done. I think it's over. Trinket, Mortal Cold, give it a barely in survivability. He just got bleeds on the guy, and I think that last cast, oh, Feral Druid, man, absolutely owning it. Are you kidding me? This guy went for 4-0? Not even. How does Now, last game, fights 2 people and does 100 million damage? Feral Druid does 70 million. That's enough for 4. Some of you guys do a little too much healing, apparently. Let's get another one going. Oh my god. All right, Johnny, as well as Krager, let me know when you're ready. Johnny, let's do a quick switcheroo. You want to group resistant? Or maybe with Johnny, we might not be able to do switcheroo. But if you guys want to join us, groups are up. Or if you want to join Team Johnny, they got a group right now over in LFG under Raids Legacy here. And I'm trying to save this thing in the wrong file. Or wrong thing. 504. Beautiful. Okay, they're posting some of the login servers are dead. Uh-oh. Not good. Johnny got 5. So I don't know if Johnny will be able to, because we're starting a little early for EU. I don't know if Johnny will be able to get too much variety. We'll just rotate people pretty aggressively, yeah? Yeah, I think we'll do that. Beijaya, Kazan, Galaxy Room, Mage. I need a reason to play it. Dude, do your time walkings, man, on all of your characters. It's totally worth it. It's actually 100% worth it. Let me go blow my nose out real quick. I'm sniffling today again. When am I not, dude? When am I not sick? Okay. Tiger is ready. Beautiful. We'll do random arena. I don't know where it will send us. It'll send us somewhere. Let's do it. Nokadon Proving. I haven't seen Nokadon Proving Grounds in so long, dude. We stopped doing this arena because it's way too goddamn big. Let's be honest. Alrighty. Did I save it? I think I did, right? I don't know if I did. Ever do this Duels with the Outlaw Rogue? Love to see it. Yeah. What is it? A while ago it was that I actually participated. But like, if I bring in that Rogue, you're just gonna see a lot of like stealthy gameplay. I just sit in stealth and just hang out. And there's not really much going on there, to be honest. to be fair, there ain't much going on. Yeah, I mean, I'd be down to bring it. I just don't think it'll be any new type of gameplay. But the problem is I can't do the spectator stuff and participate at the same time. So then you basically just feel like really poor, like, angles. That's really it. Yeah, maybe one day, right? The truth. I got some PvP videos out for you boys. What the hell? Okay, we went through all time and space just to find us some NGX and Kai stacked together. We got ourselves Nismushka. We got ourselves Gossagri. With Krager gonna be first up, dueling up versus Orc. For some reason, we're missing one over in Team 2. Hopefully, we'll get him a 5th at some point in the future. Or maybe they'll load in. Maybe they'll just load in. Krager got himself a trinket to follow. It's going to be Orc. Actually, melting little by little. Parry out for Krager, so he's in a great spot right now. Orc needs some kind of defenses. It's getting super low. And we got a dragon commentating everything here, dude. I should be taking the dragon spot right now, man. What is that POV? What kind of field of view do you have there? Big demolish as it's chopping up. Orc does get him super low. Holy, but Orc is turning us around. Hold on a second. Orc almost just brought it back. No way! No way! That was so good! Orc! That is the definition of never give up, never surrender, no matter the cost. Gotta love it, but Krager may be going down here as Leo just surrounds him full of addons. Does go for a rallying cry. I think a Battle Master trinket on top of it as well. Maybe not. Actually, might still have it in the back pocket. Blaze show me just see if he can get out of the dodge, but I think it just might be lights for him. Yeah, not much you can do there. Leo does go for a quick clawing. Take it about really quickly. Man, I do want to know what happened over Team 2. You guys had 5 for a second. Or at least it looked like you had 5, but maybe you guys lost somebody as you queued up. Maybe they're still loading in. We'll find out. Either way, somebody over in Team 2 is going to have to play like a one-man army. Can't be Orc because he's down for the count. So Leo, you're going to have to take over. That or we'll go Airs potentially, or maybe Sivonia. Civ. I'm just gonna call you Civ. I feel like Sivonia, it's just not a name, at least for me, that rolls off the tongue. So I just like, I say it out loud, I'm like, I feel like I mispronounce it. I feel like I get it wrong, so I'm gonna try not to. Trying to go for a kick, doesn't quite connect. It's gonna be juke out for Kai as he goes in for a bunch of pets, bunch of demons. Leo trying to see if he can counter with a dome. I don't know if that dome would be enough though. That's partially magic damage, but sees that the dome is not quite holding him strong here. Does it a back and away. That tyrant, well, it doesn't do the most amount of damage. It does amp those pets quite a bit. Trying to go for grips onto Kai with a board to back away. Still surrounded by every demon in the world. It's barely surviving. Not really looking all that good. Losing health like that as a Death Knight, it is a little bit tough because you can't quite regenerate that health nearly as quickly as you would like to. But yeah, a little bit tough, man. It's going to be big damage out for Kai, but also quite a bit of a counter damage by Leo, looking to potentially bring it back for his team. With Kai super low, might be looking for a Warlock Hellstone, does go for Lock Hellstone with a wall here. Leo just needs enough in order to stay on the aggression here. Maybe AMS down, that's back, and just finish the job versus Kai. Kai's wall does drop off. Grip, does he have a port? He needs to reposition right now. If you can get a reposition, he might be okay. Stunned by the Death Knight. Gateway's available. Do you have yet another grip? Try to see if you close the gap. Interrupt the cast. Dark Pact is available for Kai. Death Pact for Leo. Both of them would sacrifice a portion of his health. One for shield, one for necrotic down health, which actually I think shield is literally a better version of Death Pact, isn't it? It's a shorter cooldown. It's more effective. Honestly, why can't Death Knights have something like that? And Leo does that, a pop it like a balloon with Kai surrounding him. All those demons, as long as you're churning out as many demons as possible, you're going to be mostly okay. Civ, try to see if you can drop a Fell Lord around the corner. Kai, just looking to avoid it as much as possible. Avoid a pressure to reposition. Mortal Coil, Insta Fear does get interrupted by the Axe Toss from a summoned pet. Just himself a Mortal Coil. All these pets for a second. Axe Toss stop for a moment. With Kai just getting chain stunned back to back. He does have a Warlock Hellstone back up. At least, yeah, he does. Okay, so it looks like he does track it properly. I was thinking, like, he does have a Warlock Hellstone. At least it's what it looks like for me, is what I was going to say. But for Kai, he's still super behind on health right now. Unless he can get himself to a full reset, I think it's just a matter of time. Still, with this many pets, yeah, it's over. It is over. It is light. Sim does take it. But Demonology Warlocks, as long as they can get those pets up and running, it's just constant damage and you can't really stop it. Gossagri gonna be up next. Lock and 6 viable combinations and Shaman is two completely different options. What do you mean, like talent builds? I mean, viable combinations, one of the viable combinations would be to play Demonology, right? Just said the pets in there. Gonna be a quick Axe Toss with a stun reversal. It's gonna be a Trinket out of Gossagri though. A little bit late of a Trinket, which may put him behind here for this entire match. Bunch of pets getting summoned up. Civ also putting his pets like on passive while the fear is out, or the pets are just not attacking as aggressive as they could be. I'm not really sure. Maybe they're just the passive AI, and if that's the case, could they fix the pet AI? That'd be great. Stun onto Gossagri. All the pets are in. Tyrant is up. Gossagri could be in trouble. Try to see if he can fight through it. Convoke the Spirit's offensive, but he might just have to shoot down to heal himself. It's going to be Axe Toss. Oh, it does go down with Civ taking it. Oh my goodness. Once you get the Tyrant up and running, you got to be afraid of those pets. That's a lot of freebie damage. My goodness. Congrats to the loot Jake. That thing looked good. That thing looked good. I'm still gonna do time walking on my odds, man. Get that loot for the week. Dark back right down for Civ. A bit of a rematch with ANJX, but he's walking into this one with ANJX walking healthy, refreshed, hydrated, moisturized, while Civ is walking it down on cooldowns, down in his luck. And we do get a first, Emmett. Oh, you're the last one left. Nobody looks of it. You're gonna have to be the last one on standby. You got a Feral and a Rogue to fight up against, so hopefully you are prepared and ready. Ready like camo so you can, in the opener, not get opened up on by anybody else. Go Ares, try to see if you can fight the Feral. Dust in the blast, try to see if he can land some slows. He got himself the Primordial setup. Does he run the Primordial Storm attack ability? He might be. I don't really know if he does or doesn't, but that was a Primordial getting sent in immediately. And it looks like he might have big damage to follow up. Does get the short root onto ANGX with a Trinket to break out of the stun, avoiding the Convoke. ANGX is just to wait 50 more seconds. I think he can go for a big Convoke again. And the pressure he's able to put into Gersh is actually quite high. Got himself casting while moving. It's actually got himself cast while they cannot even be interrupted. So maybe that could give him some recovery. Needs a lot of mana. Not really using Maelstrom to heal himself. Looks like he has that one talent where he needs to first spend Maelstrom before he can use it for a heal, which gives you more value, but also means you can't just spam on Maelstrom whenever you need it. Does get himself a big shield. Ascendance is available. He may just need to go for a big go. Does go for that primordial attack in every direction, but it's not quite enough to take ANJX down into low health. And Goeres looking for the full recovery. Try to deny the Feral a reset if at all possible, and might just need to go for Ascend here. Might just have to, because the Feral at some point, it's just going to be lights here. You might just need to go in. Maim, it's over. Oh my goodness, the bleeds, man. And it's over. With Emmett trying to see if he can go for counter shot onto ANGX, does not quite connect though, which is unfortunate. But does need to get a 100 mark on him at some point or something. Feral leaping in. Oh, the stun before the Feral can go in for the rank stun. That is so good. Explosive shot to follow. Try to see if we can chase after him. Definitely got to get a 100 mark of the guy. If you do it, you'll never be able to get a proper opener on you. Otherwise, you just got to go catch a reset. And Emmett, yeah, set up, dude. Look at that set up. Traps around him. And he actually be careful knocking him out of traps just so he can leap it. That is so good. Gamoke is going to be tricking Turtle Shell. And Emmett does... Oh, never mind. He didn't pop a wall. I was going to say does pop a wall, but that's actually just a passive one from Dark Ranger. Catches a melt stun. Is getting him some of those bleeds one way or another. Scattered by Emmett for a second. Got us a big double tap. Massive damage versus ANGX. Does go for the wall here. Emmett needs every defensive just to live it. Shut him out for just a second. Needs a heal, but I think it might be lines for him. Rapid fire last second. Oh, but ANGX does take it. The blades on the Feral Druid. I was honestly thinking maybe this opportunity for Civ to make a return, but nope. Feral Druid absolutely wreaking havoc tonight, man. Get us another one going here. Johnny and Krager. Let me know when you both are ready. Look at that thing. Look at that trinket, dude. That trinket apparently is like really good for raids and for long fights. I don't know how good it is for dungeons. It might be really good for dungeons. But that's a good one, man. That seems to be a high tier trinket in tier list. That's really good. Does Druid got skills? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, ever since this expansion, Druids I feel like got quite a bit of it's gonna sound cheesy, but a bit of a bite to them. As in like they got damage when they need it, when they want it. So it's really, really good. Johnny I think is gonna need a +1. Yeah, we're looking for +1. Join, boys, join! They got our group over in LFG under Molten Core. If y'all want to join in, more than welcome to. Anybody and everybody is welcome to join. They're going to be dropping in the groups for you guys to join into once in a while, whenever they need more bodies. If you want to join in, I'm going to add the how to join in here. I forgot how to do that earlier. That preservation M plus last night. Instantly got 2%. I can't see it. 2K, it's anything fun or get nothing. Yeah, it's really, really cool. It's a lot harder to play and it does not as popular, but it's really fun. I do agree with you. It's one of my favorite healers. I love the whole echo combo, life bind, all that. It's like really in depth. It's really in depth. I really like it. Dragon needed a second. You boys, we did this and we're good to go. Can't find you guys. We are listed in LOG. They are listed up in LFG under Molten Core. Are we good, Johnny? Johnny says we're ready, but like the list, Johnny, the list out of LFG. The list from LFG and here we go. Yeah, I can. It won't let me. Like if I try to queue while you're listed in LOG, it just it bugs out, right? It bugs out, which is like I can't really do anything about it. It will just like it'll queue you, but the LOG queue takes priority of it. So then the queue like hangs, and it just like doesn't go anywhere. It just like it keeps you in a queue, but it does nothing. And then I gotta like spam queue you guys into certain arenas to break you out of it. Or I gotta like spam queue random arena until it just works. Because one of you will be in a queue, the other won't be in a queue. Because one of you was hanging on a queue or whatever. This is like not a... I wish I could explain it better. I'm not Blizzard. I don't work at Blizzard. But that's the best way I can explain like what happens with it. All I know is we fix it by spam queuing until it just works. Until neither of the team are in a queue of sorts. Hungry and Shadow Flame does a lot of damage. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Why that hit the heart? What the hell? What is that? Wait. Which? Is that some busted? Holy moly, that's a lot of damage. We got ourselves Gossagry over for the team 1. Krager, we got ourselves Maestro as an Arcane Mage. Ooh, I like the Shadow Pan hat, dude. I feel like when you see a mage with a Shadow Pan hat, they do business. They do business. Holy Sire gonna be first up versus the mages as the Golden Paladin. Turn into just I was gonna say a frivolous sheep, but that doesn't really work out, right? Frizzy? I guess because of the wool. Frizzy works, right? Yeah, Frizzy little sheep. That works too. Frivolous. I don't know why I wouldn't say frivolous. I have no idea, dude. There's gonna be some damage out, man. Sure. Back it up out of there for a second. Saya forcing a block out. They got really early. That's actually huge. This is an opportunity for Saya to get into that gap. Maestro does get him some shields. Does he have the shield thing where you can blink and miss? Is that a thing? Or is it just have normal shields? I'm not even sure, honestly. But Saya breaking those shields like they're nothing. Maestro might just go down here, man. Got himself not a lot of health to work with. Where? Oh wait, switch to rope person. But this guy got himself an ice wall. He just blocking things off. He just blocking Saya, but he doesn't need to get in there. He's just gonna throw hammers in there. Got some hammers out of a tool shed, chuck him in there through the wall. You're good. That's actually gonna be up next. Full dots up on the Saya. Bleeds are up. Deathmark, everything is available. Is to immediate bubble out of Saya. Try to see if you can use that bubble immunity. Does not catch the rogue though, but that goes your 2-minute cooldown. That is unfortunate, but you do get a lot of cooldowns out of Saya either way. Let's go for a cheap shot with a Garrote. Try to see if you can stop the Hodge into a disarm for a second. King's Bane is active. That's an opportunity for Nesmershka to make something happen. Does go for the trick. And blind by Saya is going to go for Steering Glare. Can't really stop a lot of the damage. Blades is still to Saya, so those are still doing work. Vanish or... Yeah, Vanish... Well... Was it Vanish out of the work? It was Vanish out of the work. Vanish with the cloak. And Saya's kind of lowish on health. I don't know if Barons is up right now or not. He still has... He doesn't have a bop. Maybe laying hands. He might be able to use laying hands here. This Nesmershka better be very careful. Needs to land the kill here. That laying hands could be the end. If he does get himself a random proc away with big damage onto the rogue without a big matches. Rogue taking hits after hits with the stun. I think Saya got him locked in exactly where he needs. A big final wreck. The rogue is up with not a lot to work with here. All you can do is maybe dot him, but you're just gonna melt. Disarm for a second. Try to see if you can fight on. Cheat death for a moment. Oh, blessing is saying Saya, there was just not even an opportunity for him to go for a stunner to Saya or anything like that. With a quick stunner by Krager, though, to follow up. Spear down, Saya has nowhere to go. It looks like the demolish is going to be the end of you. Oh, with a big overhead mortal strike. Crashing down on the men's noggin. Oh my goodness, that was so good. Quick stump for stun. As Orc runs in, Fury versus Arms. Kragar does have a parry, so as long as he's got a parry and he uses it correctly versus the Fury Warrior, it's gonna be okay. Is he gonna burst out for Orc? Question is, does Orc play the sustained damage build of Recklessness, or does he play the burst build of Recklessness? That's what I want to know. Kraken try to see if you can fight on here. That is a lot of damage taken for a Fury Warrior, though. They got some numbers behind them when it comes to sustained damage. Kraken having to go for a parry really early. Orc does go for a defensive of his own, but he can't really heal off of Kraken if he just keeps getting parried on his Bloodthirst. Try to see if he can leap out of there. Bleeds are going to keep him from healing. So for Kragar, the fact that he doesn't have to worry about the bleeds of Orc, let's just play like that Bloodthirst build with the... Oh, so low, actually, hold on. Wait, it could go down. Could go down. Both are so low. Wait a second, Kragar does turn around with a last-ditch execute, charging right into Leo. Immediately, as Leo does not want to give him a chance here to recover, is going to hit him with the slows, sending in the pet. Does he have the dots on him? At this point, he does. At this point, he definitely does. For Kragar, I don't know if there's anything he can do in order to survive this. All Leo got to do is a couple of clone shots, a couple of death calls, and it's done. Just needs a hit or two. That's exactly what he's going for. Riders even getting summoned up. Some free proc riders as well. Gossagry going to be up next over for the team one. Trying to see if he can get himself proper go versus Leo. Feral Druids have been doing pretty good this time around, so should be able to get some damage in if he does it correctly. Dropping down A-bomb immediately with the army of the undead. Summoning up the Gargoyle too, or rather the Valkyrie. Lots of damage on a Leo. Try to drop a dome down as if it does anything because the blade damage, however, just trying to tank up as much as possible. He's still got a death back. It looks like the army of the undeads and the riders do turn it around on the Gossagry. Bear form wall, trying to heal as much as possible. There's only so much you can do in this situation. You just get it under a ton of pressure. Just caught out. Take it out. With Hammerman going to be up next. Wait, Danya? What is it? Danya Molotok. Danya Hammer. Danya the Hammer. I guess is the best way to go with it. Danya the Hammer is going to be up next. Or is it a word like give me a hammer? I don't remember. I'm going to call you Danya the Hammer. That's so good. Does end up taking out Leo. Leo was up with not a lot though, so for Danya, this is just only a matter of time until the hammers really did come down. They go ahead hit with a blind really quickly. Does have a kick over for Daniel the Hammer. He does have a bubble, has a spell warden. I don't know which one to use against a shaman. Does take a big hit though. Guerreros could go for a massive Halo Blaster in a second to see how the Maelstrom for it. Looks like he ends up spending Maelstrom another way. I think you maybe switch it out to sounds a little so you can go Maelstrom in order to heal himself a little bit more. Try to go for a Hex. Doesn't connect, it looks like, or stopped it. Or decide to go for a heal instead of a Hex. Danya the Hammer needs to use an ability here. Needs to use some immunity. May need it here, especially versus a big ascent. Oh, just doesn't send it. Wait, he did bubble. Never mind, he did bubble. He did bubble. I didn't realize he bubbled. Apparently I wasn't looking. Leo picking up 2. Side picking up 2. That was a short one. Let's get another one going here, man. Let's get another going here. One more. Talk about it popping into the streams like Buff Bucks. Bro, have you seen when Walker Monks are the best in PvE? Have you seen the damage of the crank, dude? People are stacking him. They're stacking monks right now because they're so good. Bro, what do you mean, Buff Bugs? They're getting stacked in PvE content, man. They are good. What are you talking? What are we talking about here? They are good. They don't need to buff them anymore. Just don't nerf them. That's all they gotta do. They're in a good spot. Damn. They're really good. Really good. Perfect. Holy shit, type of mobs. Oh yeah, he's probably a scaling, right? Yeah, that's gotta be it. Yeah, scaling things out of control. Those old effects are very, very strong. All right, Johnny and Cracker, let me know when you boys are ready. We'll get another game up and running. Plush, you know, started early. Haha, yeah. Daylight savings and all of that. All right, Johnny, how many you need? You need ready. Cracker, you need ready. Beautiful. Beautiful. Random arena. Buffum, we need 5 windwalkers. Bro, we don't need. People already stacking like as many as they can on a raid. We don't need more. The problem is if you buff him more, they're gonna nerf him, man. They let him fly under the radar and be strong for a bit, okay? That's how class stays strong, is like just don't talk about it. Don't bring attention to it. And then it's just gonna be good. This is the first time in a while when Walker's like really, really good. Like in a really good spot damage-wise. Good tier set and everything. Like let him be. This is where you just hush, mum's the word. Let him do the thing. Breeds like Affliction, but better. But ADK is so much better than having one thing to play with. But it's like Affliction, but better. I mean, the Shadow Priest, I don't know if it's better. I think it's still very, very strong. Opinion, tried something new this time. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, have some fun with it. This episode of Fire Mage fast for X-Packs. Okay, well, Fire Mage. I feel like Fire Mages get buffed up because of Blizzard's favorite. Let's be honest. Fire Mages can go a patch with like get it buffed by Blizzard. A lot of the times. I feel like Mages get the most good treatment in this game. Which literally obviously Blizzard's favorite. Hero class, all that. Cracker gonna be out first versus Team 2. We got us Orc, a bit of a rematch, looking for some blood as he got himself full, bleeds in. Cracker did walk in with a bit of a shielding from Maestro. I don't think Cracker can control it, right? I don't think. You could probably argue like, wait a second, Cracker is cheating, but it's like, well, I don't think you can control it. I'm not gonna put sins of a mage onto Cracker. Plus, most mages when an arena starts, they usually just give everybody shields, or at least maybe they'll give shields before an arena starts. Demolish out for Cracker. Big damage to follow. Just see him some big mortal strikes right after. Trying to go for some big choppers. Isn't enough though. Getting super low. It looks like Aura turned it around. No shot. Aura turned it around. Give this man a chance. Oh, Farrah's not going to give him a chance at all. Tragedy. Tragedy strikes it down into arena. Orc fights on like a champion. Damn. Gotta give this man a salute. He fought against Cracker and he what? Fair? Saya, you already get your. Saya's already. Dude, Saya's been hammering games as soon as the season began. He's already got his mount for the season and everything. Did the eel. It looks good. Fair tried to see if he could reverse blind onto Saya. Trinket is going to be out for Saya. Fair still has access to a trinket. He is going to use it here with the Shield of Vengeance. Got himself a wall here and everything. Saya with the Shield of Vengeance as well. It's going to be questioned down to who's going to burn their forbearance buttons first, who's going to burn them last here. Bit of a blessing of Sank for Pharaoh though. Try to see if you can reverse any kind of stuns from Saya, or at least have a bit of a counter for them as well. Damn. Colossus better than Slayer. I think for Arms Warrior? Yeah, normally. But I think with the nerfs they've done for Colossus, I mean, they did call us dirty, let's be honest. He is stunned out for Saya. Does Pharaoh go for the bubble? He may need lay on hands here. He may need some kind of a button. Does go for lay on hands. So Saya is the first one to use lay on hands. To note here, Saya did use lay on hands first, so he's going to be behind on cooldowns here, and he might just have to be the first one to send his. He can still turn it around, but usually when you're the first one to be forced to use your big buttons, big forbearance buttons, you usually will fall behind over time, right? Let's take a sake now for Saya to try to see if he can get himself a bit of a go with a stun reversal right after. As Pharaoh got himself Wake of Ashes as well. Searing Glare just so you continue the pressure. Try to see if he can get Pharaoh to force his big defenses early here. And for Pharaoh, that's an opportunity for a counter-offensive here. Does get a stun, Searing Glare, but he doesn't have the damage to force anything out of Saya, or at least put him in a very dangerous situation. So Pharaoh is actually a little bit behind on health, maybe looking at potentially using one of his buttons a little early. Goes in for a blind versus Saya. Does not have anything to follow up, and eventually Saya's gonna have a hodge. Pharaoh needs to use something, does use a bubble, is gonna try to see if he can force a bubble out of Saya. Does go for big damage. Saya with a bubble as well, got himself regenerate. Pharaoh does not have the same healing. Try to see if he can break that regenerating possible. Trinket out for the stun. Does go for a stun of Saya. Saya has a trinket back up and available as well. Pharaoh maybe can use spell warden at some point, but he just gotta survive. Literally that last mission, Halo ODST, Reach, survived, did not survive. And Saya still has a bot and a spell warden in case he needs to, with something like, oh, Sabo, hi, oh, Detective Sabo in the case, look at this man. I look so good. Detective Sabo. Knocking Saya around a bit. Lay on hands may be coming back for Saya though. If he's can make these duels last a little bit longer, he will have the button back up and available just to watch. Massive damage out of Sabo. Fire, storm, frost, everything collapses together as the pally try to see if he can get out of dodge as quickly as possible. Big old Bulwark Totem up for Sabo, giving him massive shields, absorbing a ton of damage, but Saya having to fight through that shield, through all those defenses. Stun onto Sabo, does position so he doesn't go knocked and go flying, does give him an opportunity to make some damage happen. Sabo barely takes any damage. It is a bit of a slow burner though as he gets the dot, Dawnlight, all that extra. Sabo looking for a heal and Saya bonks him on the head while still holding on to it. No, he's not holding on to Spell Warden. He didn't have to use it. I didn't even realize it. To a full touch of the magic by Maestro. At this point, Saya probably has Lay on Hands. He's got to play very careful against the mage. Does go for a kick really quickly, but those missiles on a big barrage is going to be the end. Even touch of the magic, taking it. The Maestro taking him out. Who's up next? Is it going to be Leo? Is it going to be Civ? What are you boys going to be next? Or is it Goers? I didn't realize that we still have 3 over for the team 2. Team 1 only has Maestro and Danya the Hammer. Let's see which one of those two comes out on top. It's already grinded down to 2800 already in Blitz. He has been active for sure. Damn, dude. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. Hold on, Saya, do you have the new enchant? What does that look like? I think I haven't seen, I don't think I've seen anybody on NA with that enchant yet. All I've seen is like the Wowhead version and it looked all funky. It's supposed to be like cash flying out of the weapon and like goblin-esque explosions, pretty sure. So next time when you can transmog a weapon that like clearly shows the effect, that'd be great. I'd love to see it, man. I'd love to see it. Arcane missiles getting sent and barraging down Civ, got him some Gloomhound, everything available. The Maestro backing up out of there immediately with an invisibility. As Civ looking to get himself, I guess, a little bit of a breather here. Did drop down a Fellow, but that thing is not going to be getting much value. I was thinking Maestro walking next to it, so I thought, what if that thing just starts swinging? Just start swinging. Then it's like, well, no, it did get value. That time it did. Axe tosses back-to-back on the Maestro, does lock him out of Arcane, plus back-to-back stuns. Mage gets some kind of recovery away from these pets. Got him some Ring of Frost. It's going to slow him down. It's going to separate a lot of the damage away. Just try to see if he can kite the, even the Tyrant got frozen. Oh, these pets stopped in place. But as long as he can maybe go for a Nova, maybe a Kono Cold, he might be alright. Damage getting set up with the Civ. Civ knows he just needs to back up out, let the pets do work. Mortal Coil, make sure he just tried to stop the Arcane Mages go as much as possible. That's all he's got to do. And Maestro got himself great repositional here, actually. That's a lot of pets charging at you. But Civ actually taking quite a decent bit of damage. The Arcane Mage able to focus in, not on the pets, but on the Warlock, commanding those pets from behind the pillar. So if you can do that one more time, or a couple more times, it might be okay. If you can destroy the first aid, that also would be awesome for him. I don't know if an Arcane Orb would do it. I think Arcane Orb would hit it. does go for a quick knock. Civ does have some ability to reposition here. Also, he is a void off, so you can always use the void off ratio to catch himself even more repositional capabilities. Bunch of pets get it summoned up. Make sure to look at to freeze them really quickly. Arcade Search off of one of these pets. And he's trying to see if he can make some damage happen onto Civ. Big blast right after. Kicks him on Shadow. That's massive. Axos does go through. Blinks it really quickly though. Into more pets summoning down with a wall for Civ. That's a big defense on Mesa with an ice block. Just trying to see if he can live all that damage. It's going to break out of it very, very quickly. Just needs a bit more damage onto Civ. Whatever barrages you got, that's going to help. Whatever missiles you got, that's also going to help. Anything you got in general is going to be very, very helpful. But he's trying to see if he can get himself a bit of a reposition. First aid for a moment. Got himself a quick knock on these pets. Ring of Frost available. As long as you get yourself past the pets and break over at Civ, then you'll be okay. Those pets do get frozen. Does go for an invis. Looking to get himself a bit of a... no, he's not rushing. He's not rushing to end this. With Civ, the longer the zone goes on, the more first aids he's going to get. I don't know if Maestro's got first aid. He does have mage food. Maybe he's just sitting down for that. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, he's just munching over there. He's just munching. I feel like he had a really good go versus Civ, but what I'm afraid of is he might have given him enough of a breather to start recovering all those major cooldowns again. Defensive cooldowns, offensive cooldowns, CC, and he might just end up losing just on cooldowns in general. Because he's got to wait quite a bit for his CDs. He does have cooldown reduction, but still does have to wait a decent bit in order to get stuff back up and available. Ring of Frost on the pets, and eventually those pets do catch up to him. They do catch up. Arcade Surge, trying to go for a big go, doesn't quite get it. Mordecai sent it onto Polly, does go for a trick, and Arcade Surge still flies through. Does get himself big decent damage with an evocation. At least got himself amped up a little bit with that intellect. There's an opportunity to make some damage happen versus Civ. Does get himself missiles. Dark Pact is up right now. You gotta break through it in order to start breaking through a hellbar. Massive barrage onto Civ. This is an opportunity to make something happen. Touch of the Magic still on him. Big barrage is right after. That Touch of the Magic does a decent bit of damage. For Maestro, if you got any more procs right now, would be a great time to do it. More missiles sent in, but his health is getting kind of low. Those bets are really starting to catch up with him. Barrage gets Civ super low. You just need a little bit more of those missiles from far away. Does get himself quite a bit of output with a quick kick into Team Bolso right after. Barrages is also enough. I don't even know if that'll be enough. He just needs himself a little bit more damage. Mordecai sent in by Civ. He needs a global or two. Maestro super low. It does explode with a doom. My goodness, I kind of was feeling that that's where we're going with these things. Eventually, you do lose against the Demonology Warlock, unless you can finish the fight. If it goes on for too long, there's just way too much damage between the demons, between the casts. It's just a lot. Leo charging in versus Danya, the hammer. You just try to see if you can back up on it. Then try not to give them. Forbearance button that early, but a bubble may just have to give. Dropping down, final wreck with a dome down for Leo. IBF just tanking up. Waiting until Danya's bubble runs out to grip and probably back out. Yeah, grip him. Oh, Hodge. He's Dark Sim to Hodge from Hammer. That's so good. And Hammer's up with nothing left. This is going to be up for Leo just to take it. Well done, well done. Woo, Holy Sight does pick up 2. Well done, though, too. Well done, man. Hey, let's get us another going, boys. Yeah, uno mas, let's go. Get in here, boys. Get in here. Shaman's a Blizzard favorite child? There's no shot, man. There's no shot. Have you seen Shaman in Cataclysm? Well, okay, not maybe Cataclysm Classic, but like if you're playing in Cataclysm for a good bit, we're just like patch notes. Hello, everyone. We decided to nerf Shamans and make it harder for them to do everything. Now Shamans can do the same damage as everybody else, but slightly worse. And they have a harder time achieving those numbers. Have a wonderful day. That's literally what they got out of them the entire time. The Shaman and Cataclysm. When you actually played. Okay, they need one more for Team Johnny Boy. Johnny was nice. Hell yeah. So it looks like Nemi is outski. But that's all good. Ready? Let's go. Let's crack it. Let me know we're good to go, baby. Your tears at resetting fire. That was crazy. True. Look, this is why I said Cracker needs one more, boys. Get Cracker a body. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Listen up in Molten Core. You'll find it just normal Molten Core. But if you see Cracker from Twisting Nether, join him. Engage you on his team right now. You can save the world from, I don't know who's the threat over in Team Leo. I mean, Leo's a threat. Saya is a threat. You can save the world from Saya. Just join Team Krager. Join the squad. Join the war effort. Plush is also back. Random arena. Or not. Let's go. Says I wasn't able to join. Is Johnny Boy offline? Is Krager offline? Johnny, yeah, no, he's good. Krager is good. Krager is good. Why is it not working then? Says Dalaran was not able to join queue. I am online. Yeah, for some reason it says Dal Spectator was not able to join. Johnny Boy, Kragar, both are on. I need to do a specific arena. I have no idea. No idea. Might Plush lead? That will explain it. That will explain everything. Explain all of it. Toveron! There it is. Was that in Miss Pandaria? Oh yeah, I guess it makes sense actually. Shaman Kata was so good. Yeah, I just remember playing in Kata, and like by the final patch all the classes were tuned, but like for a good bit Shamans were under-tuned for a decent bit. People were complaining, that's all I remember. Like I'm just going off of like when Kata was not in classic but like actual expansion when it was initially released. Shamans I remember were like complaining a lot about being under-tuned, and I guess they got them fixed up by the final patch or something. But yeah, the resets on the elementals does sound kind of nuts. Yeah. Razik or Unholy, both are good. It's really up to you. I think I see a lot of, well, it depends, they're fight specific. I think Frost is a little bit, probably still really good in like team fights and RBGs with that AoE or Moses Winter thing they can do. But probably Unholy, I think outside of that. Saya is a brainwashed puppet of the light, he must be put down. True, have you seen the Warlord General alternate timeline when you help the MAGA orcs? You will see what your rel did. Which? Kragar charging out first in the battlefield versus Goeris. I think it's the first time these two are fighting each other actually. It's gonna be instant root with the Earth Elemental. Courage is giving Kragar no respect. The disrespect as he does go for a burrow. Really aggressive use of burrow, really. I mean, I think he just tried to stay away from Kragar the entire time and try to be extra careful. Or he just messing with him, I think, at this point, because it's a big defensive normally. Or he's just trying to get ahead of Krager before he has himself a big go. Does go for a nice little twirly twirl of all the elements together with the new Primordial Storm, I think it's called. I mean, you should learn what the hell that thing is. You go Primordial Bolt, and then you get a combo ability with like a Storm thing. At least that's what I think it is. Krager charging in, spear down to Gurus. This is why Gurus trying to see if he can back the hell out of here if at all possible. Krager rooted. He's trying to do whatever damage he can to Gurus. He's kind of delaying having to use Demolish. Does go for it right here. Does end up cracking through defensive Gurus as the center drops. This way you need to get yourself charges in order to reconnect with him if at all possible. Oh, charges to around somebody else accidentally by the looks of it. But does get close to Gore's. Big Primordial Storm hits him from every angle. Does disarm the weapons out of Gore's hands for a second. Not like he really needs weapons in order to keep dealing damage, to be honest. Does get a root on the Krager as he goes in for a Stone Bolt, but not enough to connect with him at all. Stun Totem does need to check out the second totem if it does reset. Does reset. Does not get hit by the second one though. Gore's is kind of lowish on health though. He doesn't have much to work with. Does get him some random ascent. Big Primordial Storm is ready. Krager picking up a little bit of health. Focusing on Totem for a second. Waiting until the Bloodlust woes away for Gore's. Just using control here as best as possible. Big Demolish almost ends up Mortal Strikes and executes. Doesn't though. And that's going to be Orc up next as a Fury Warrior. Last time, it did end up getting a kill onto Krager. Krager looking for a leap immediately. Bladestorm to back up out of there. And Orc Bladestormer right after him. Krager needs 10 seconds for a parry. Oh, but does go down. That is so rough. Not even given a global really out of Bladestorm to even catch any recovery. That is tough. Maestro hitting him with an immediate phrase, but it's perfect like Polly does force a trick out of him. The Archmage got the moves though, so he can move around more missiles. Holy, oh my God! He got himself a big touch of the Magi. Missile after missile after missile. Pew, 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 pew. Just barrage him. Love's gonna be up next to Sunbroke, trying to see if he can stay on top of Maestro. Maestro trying to see if he can avoid him as much as possible. Does get himself that invis. You get that invis as a blink invis? No, it really looks like real invis. Looks like he doesn't play that big shield. Is gonna go for the block on a secret technique Shadow Blades. I mean, I guess I just feel like it's a very, very aggressive go there with the ice block. But maybe just try to sub the rogue. Arcanosphere. Oh, no. No. If only way he could be able to do is if he just started like spinning in random direction, just randomly just clip plush with it. Did he hit him with the arcane explosion? I can't tell. Might have actually. Might have been walking away, got images on arcane explosion, and actually got pushed out. A second eye is available, so you could just go for the second set of eyes though. Oh, wait, Barrage does still connect in a way. Blink is available. Blush knows he wants to hang out by the altar. And Duz is like, hey, wanna come here? Wanna go back to the altar? Quick step, quick gouge. Does give him a chance to have himself a proper go here. Altar does get managed to recover. Is able to shield himself against the secret technique. I was about to say Touch of the Magi. Shield of Vengeance. I literally was going through my head with all the different abilities that are available. Maestro, I don't know if he had himself the Arcanosphere, but if he had it, that could have been a good opportunity to say, get plushed out from behind the pillar, or at least get him like tagged. I think should have a fairly short cooldown, right? 30 seconds, 20 seconds, something like that, 15? Yeah, maybe. Plus does get himself a bit of that reset. Just try to see if you can play it a little bit slower. Maestro's got a lot of cooldowns coming up and available here very, very soon. Sees what Plush is at, that thing would not be able to connect. It does have a set amount of distance to it. I am still waiting for them to add that sphere from Plunderstorm and give it to Arcane Mages, dude. I think we can totally do it. Alter time is up for Maestro, can reposition versus Plush, does go for barrages into a breath right after. Polly to follow him. This gives him an opportunity. This could be a big go. Plush is a cloak in a few seconds, but no outs for a moment. This could be a great chance for Maestro to have himself massive damage. Trying to go for first aid. All those barrages isn't enough. Does go for barrage at the end, but a cloak and shadow does remove the damage. Maestro trying to see if he can charge in. Needs to do a cheap shot, does himself a trinket with an over right after. He goes in for a blind. No trinket available. Maestro did end up using a trinket there though. I don't know if he can somehow get plushed out in the open. Oh, arcane explosion almost, dude. So close, so close. But he had himself a lot of potential damage there with those missiles flying in. It looks so good too. Just so many little, you know what they look like? Needlers from Halo. That's why I like missiles. Because they look like needlers. Imagine if they had the same effect as needlers from Halo. You get too many of them and they just explode. I guess you kind of sort of have that already with Spell Slinger, with those like spell shards or whatever. Arcana shards, frost shards, splinters. I guess they're splinters really, aren't they? Yeah. Does go for the sap with the Ring of Frost. Maestro is not in a great spot. No trinket. No block, no nothing. Does go for the breath. This is an opportunity for him to go maybe for the most amount of CC. Touch of the Magi is available, but that's about all he can really do. He kind of just got to get this rogue to chase after him. Missiles as he drops down a bomb. But he's going to be able to back out of there with a first aid. Try to see if he can interrupt it. Does get to interrupted, but still is a lot of healing. First aid back from Maestra. And there's a Plush is going to want to get on him as soon as possible. Does go for a cheap shot. Blink immediately. Rush to get himself a bit of damage through. Cheap shot yet again. Blocked in 30 seconds. Does get himself big hits here and there. Poly right after does go melting it. But the Nova stops him in place. Another Poly. There's an opportunity for Maestro to maybe have the biggest go possible. His last chance to make some kind of a big play. Got himself the Ultra. Getting super aggressive with it. I think Plush is kind of lost though. Is he going to just drop behind him with an Ultra? Does go behind him. Oh, it is over. Twice. This mage got the big cell sniper twice. Ooh. Look at that. Oh yeah, that is good. There's the effect. Oh, it's like sparks. So that's the 2100 enchantment or 1950 enchant or whatever. It just looks like sparks. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. It's okay, I guess. I actually think it looked a little bit more like busy over in the Wahid preview than it does in game. Maybe that sword just doesn't roll with it super well. Yeah, it just looks like smoke and sparks. I guess it's kind of neat. Maestro does not have a lot of health to work with here. Does get himself a bit of a reposition, at least attempted to. Hand of Freedom is available for Saya. It does go for the block, so at least it gives him a breather. But this mage is not in a great spot. 35% dampening, 7 minutes into the match. Block just got used. Invis, but it's stunned. Blink out for Maestro. Does have himself touching the magic, but all he can do is just play defensive while he's just melting to the dawn light. Does get himself a battle. Oh, the battle. Battles. What is it called? A battle master's trinket? Get on me, heal. There's gonna be a lot of health that is gonna just borrow it and just gonna have to give it up real quick here. Sai just tried to end this, man. Tried to end this guy's whole existence. He was running. But at no health whatsoever, still melting to the dawn light. Fantastic looking mount, but this man ain't having an easy time escaping. Tried to make someone work. Just a dome to the noggin, taking it. That is so rough. Not easy. Not easy at all. Saba's going to be up next. So Saba's going to find a way to fight Kusaya and Leo now. Can this shaman take over? Got himself Ascendant. Big Thunder on Kusaya. As long as he can break out. Does trinket someone really, really early. He trinkets as he gets hit with a stun. Was it a blind into a stun? Might have been by Saya. Might have been blind into a stun. If anything, this Paladin knows how to play in a 1v1 situation. He got himself CC rotations on lockdown, knows when to close the gap, when to back up out of there, knows when to catch a reset, when to push on forward, does get himself laying hands, have himself bubble, spell warden. So he has a lot of cooldowns to work with. Seeing a wall out of Saba, he's trying to be a little bit more careful, but seeing that Saba is cut out in the open, does go for disruptions just to stop any kind of spell casting until he can close the gap and get himself potentially a rebuke up close. And for Saba, it's going to be all he can really do right now is either play super defensive and try to run with a burrow, or try to see if he can reverse the damage on the side. And that's exactly what he's doing for. He chose violence. He chose aggression. He doesn't want to sit behind the pillar and cower. He wants to just rush in and get himself kills. But he might just go down here. I mean, it's just next Hodge is over. Oh, not even a Hodge, just a hammer toss. Man, that is rough. Jareem, it's all in you, bud. It's all in you, bud. He does spell warden, but he won't be able to use it immediately. It's all in you, bud. No, never mind. Why? I feel like my internal clock of spell warden and bubbling for Baron's debuff is off, man. It's just off. Sometimes I feel like, oh, he should totally have it. And then the guy pops like a balloon without using it. It's like, no, he actually had a debuff for a while. Or sometimes I'm like, oh, he shouldn't have it here. And then he does. And I'm so wrong. I just have it wrong completely. Most of the cooldowns I can like wings, for example, Bally's or whatever, I guess before they had Wake of Ashes wings, I felt like I was pretty good at like determining, oh, he's got cooldowns, or he doesn't have cooldowns. But it was for Barons, I just can't tell. Honestly, stun onto Jareem, trying to see if he can back up out of there as quickly as possible, shifting power to get himself some cooldowns. Breath onto Saya, looking for a bit of damage, but it's just going to be cut down. Saya bringing it back for his team. Although Saya just has one more to fight through. Is this going to be it? Sai just has one more to fight on through. In minutes, blessing is safe for both of them. Trying to stop the stun. Stun out for Pharaoh. Sai is left with not a lot. Maybe lay on hands. Gonna somehow throw hands and turn around. Blind onto Pharaoh, just looking for recovery. 55% dampening. He can still do a bit of healing. He's a paladin. Between the Eternal Flame, between Dawn Light self-heal, and spamming Eternal Flames for the instant heals. I was thinking maybe. But Pharaoh did get himself just enough ability to catch up. AMS out for Leo instantly. As Pharaoh looking to back himself out of here as quickly as possible. Can he do it though? Stunned by Leo immediately. Pharaoh left with no health at all, but does go lay in his last second. Blind on all these pets. Searing Glare to only stop some of the damage, not all of it though. Looks like the pets don't care about the Searing Glare. You can't see her glare past by the looks of it. Leo decided to take up as much as possible. Pharaoh's up with not a lot. Needs to grip him. Yorks him right from behind the pillar. Steals the blind. Oh my god, the BM. That is so good. You gotta love Simulacrum. It's so good. Dark Sim, I think it's called. Dark Simulacrum. I can never get it right. Scientists pick up 3 though. Major picking up 2. I love the damage that Arcade Mage did, dude. The barrages, the bursts, the missiles. I don't need a missile defense system just against that man over there. Let's get another one. Go, boys. Uno más. Let's go. This is so fun, by the way. I'm having a good time. It's very enjoyable. Get into Team Krager and Team Plush. Both are going to be listed over in the Raids Legacy section if you guys want to join up. Ready? Plush is ready. Waiting for Krager. Again, groups are going to be found in Molten Core. You guys are more than welcome to join them. Krager got a fresh new group. So if you want to join them up right now, now's the best time to do it. Join them, boys. This is only good for 3s. I love Needlers, bro. Needlers were so cheesy. But what a good weapon. Like, just so flavorful. I loved all the Covenant weapons from Halo, man. The swords, even the green little pistol that you could overload for shields. Take that on a BR and you could just like overload someone's shields. Insta headshot with a BR. That was a really good combo. I feel like I have kind of just stopped keeping up with all the Halo weapons after Halo 4. Like when they started introducing the Forerunner weapons. That's where I was just like, okay, dude, they're just adding weapons that are like, here's a shotgun, but a Forerunner. Here's a sniper, but a Forerunner. I felt like they had so much good creativity when they had the human weapons and the Covenant weapons. Because like the snipers were like, yeah, both a snipe, but one uses ammo, the other uses energy, but can overheat. So you gotta have a little bit more pacing to it, and you could just keep shooting almost forever until you're out of energy completely. So it's like there were just enough differences, right? I forgot what's it called. Another car, I guess Carbine and BR, also quite different. If you know Halo, you know Halo. It was like what, assault rifles versus the blue blasters or whatever. I forget what's it called. I forget what they're called. Plasma. I have no idea. I don't remember. And even like the rockets too, like the green Lobbin rocket versus the normal RPG. The laser for Spartans. Oh, it's so good. Scared from Flood as a kid. Bro, Flood was an excellent enemy. Flood were memorable, man. Especially like if you played Halo games when you're young, dude, they were creepy enough. Just absolutely twisted, mysterious. And you have the grave mine speaking in like riddles or whatever, or rhymes rather. Oh, the whole thing. They did such a good job with it, man. Very memorable. Very memorable. I feel like it was a really cool take on like a zombie type of enemy too. Flood levels terrified me. Same. I hated going through them, man. I hated going through them because it was just like, I know there's going to be this little popcorn dudes and they're going to go infecting random bodies, and that's going to just make any enemy fight just worse. And there's just so many of them. But it's such a good job, dude. Those games are so old too. They were made back in the heyday, but they did such a good job with them. And I feel like after Halo 4, like I didn't even try Halo 4, but from what I've seen, it was like, okay, multiplayer going downhill, storylines kind of whatever, and it's just been kind of off. I feel like Infinite was pretty fun, like multiplayer for a good bit. It was just like fun, nostalgic, and I like the sound of the guns, but I feel like they just weren't able to deliver, you know? Unfortunate. I feel like they should have stuck around to what was really, really good. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. I feel like that saying this ends up becoming, I don't know, more real the older I get. Which I feel like people overcomplicate things. Holy Saya, look at that thing! Oh my, dude, that's such a good looking mount. It's got animation, it's got everything. Yo, literally a reason to start PvPing in season 2. This thing right here, specifically. Look at the animations when you sidestep it. It's got like these water animations going on. I love it. Maestro having himself a bit of a rematch versus Saya. Last time Saya, I mean, he just bonked him over the head. That's all it took. Instant missiles out for Maestro. Trying to see if he can have some proper go versus Saya. Missiles getting sent in, but he's just gonna get blinded out. He has to wait it out a little bit. Touch of the Magic has technically lots of big value. Touch of the Magic does go for exploding, which is massive. Maestro trying to see if he can get himself a little bit more survivability here. Does take a little bit of that dot damage with shields available. Got him some cast while moving. Which at least gives him some damage. Science health is getting kind of low though. Hold on. I don't know if Maestro's got any more damage to pierce past those defenses. Hammer's flying in. That's a lot of cost of damage. Let's go for yet another poly. Oh, you might just have to block. Try to first aid. It's not going to happen. You got to block. You got to block. Yeah, he's got to block. That is so unfortunate as he got himself a quick first aid. Oh, hold on. Sire with an eye patch while looking like a marauder. That looks so good. I actually like that mog, dude. I dig it. So with Maestro breaking out of the stun, get another poly, but as soon as he gets hit with a Dawn Light, man, there's only so much you can really do. I think it's just lines for this mage. He's tried his very best to fight against the paladin, but the paladin threat is way too real. Battle Mass is shrinking to buy himself a bit more health, but it's just only a matter of time until a hammer connects, or even just a Dawn Light sears the rest of your consciousness at this point. Oh my god. Saya does blessing is saying this immediately. Cracker charging in, does get himself a stun with the demolish. As Saya blessing of protections. I hate that little wiggle he did there. It's kind of like trolling. Bopped and wiggled immediately. Hey, that wiggle, dude. I hate when people do that. It's just, you can tell, like, they're just like, oh, there's some for the stun. I thought it was a stun for a second, but no. Apparently not. Cracker does himself another stun himself. He does still have Rally Cry, maybe Battle Master Streak, and still has Spear. He has to get so much of Saya's defenses. Bot was used, but Lay on Hands is still available, and Cracker just fighting against, I think, was just an impossible for right now. Does go for a Warbreaker, looking to get some damage in. Lay on Hands, he knows he's going to take a lot of hits here, but the Dawn Light is not going to let him heal at all. Maybe Rallying Cry does get himself a bit of that Ignore Pain to at least offset some of the dot damage into his shield. Looks like it's enough to start healing. but he did end up borrowing a lot of health there for a second. Rallying Cry used really early, reflected something back at Saya really quickly. Does go for Blessing of Saint to stop any stuns whatsoever. Disarm as he goes in for a Hodge. Does need his weapon partially, but not really. Wake of Ashes still can go through it, even without a weapon. Cracker having to go for a leap. Saya looking to catch up and end this match right here, right now. For Cracker, he needs to buy himself some time for a little bit more cooldowns. I don't know if he can do fear, stun, anything. He needs something right now, though. Reflected up really early. Does pick up a little bit of healing. Shield Event is still on Saya, trying to see if he can back away, but I think it's a slight, maybe fear last second. That's all he can do right now is fear. That's all he can do is just fear. Yeah, that is so rough. Saya, at the very least, can handle freedom, can rush over. Cracker, unless you can reflect a stun back at Saya, I don't know what you can do. Yeah, there it goes. That is so rough. Does at least keep Barry, keeping him alive, keeping him a little bit healthy. Bleeds up into Saya. Does reflect. At least he didn't put some of the magic damage into a full bubble. There's just nothing he can do. Not giving Cracker even a chance here whatsoever. Man, get him some defensive stance. Maybe he can go ignore pain. Trying to recover some health. Whatever health he can. But does go down. That is so rough, man. With Smog going to be up next as a damn Invoker, trying to see if he can get him some big positionals versus Saya into. Is it a wall? No, just got himself the Oh, what is this? What is this animation? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. He's just sprinting. This is Forrest Gumping it up in Black from Hold. What is happening? He got himself a lot of damage, but he's blinking everywhere. I can't tell where the hell Smog is. He's everywhere and nowhere at once. He's got himself Beam. He's got Evokers flying from above. Air support. He's going to be Trinket. Blind to follow. He's super low on health. I don't know what he can do in this situation. That deep breath just did not connect. That was unfortunate. Got himself immunity for a second. Runic Saya, it does nothing. It's Smog. Do you have anything to follow? It does try to go for a sleep, but Saya cleaving him down into. Has it just been Saya playing this entire time? I think it has been. And Mexna. It looks like MEXSHA, but it's all Russian letters. It's so Cyrillic. Does he take out Saya? Hold on. Does he take him? Does go for the bite. Okay. I was trying to figure out, like, what's your name? It's Mess. I'm calling Mess, but Mess might be. Man, a mess right here. Orc real quick. Hold on a second. Orc. Woo. That's some damage. Oh, it's over. Oh, it's over. Dude, Saya just cleaved through the whole team for the most part. Absolutely monstrous. With Pharaoh as the last one left standing, how are you going to fight through the team with Leo Plush and Goers in the team versus going to get through Orc? I guess I'm being a warrior. As a paladin, this is one of your better matchups in a 1v1 situation. Let's be honest here. This is one of your better setups. Got himself a Blessing of Saint just to reduce the duration of that stun. Still just rotting down Orc. The man cannot connect at all. He can't charge. He can't even get close enough to get some damage in. And Pharaoh just able to kite him around, man. Melee class this one. Yeah, how's a Pally melee class, dude? Just make him a range class at this point. I feel like, you know what I mean? Because look at the damage they can do from far. They don't actually need to be melee at all. They hit nothing. Got himself Shield of Vengeance. Trying to see if he can collapse through and Goers got himself lots of damage. Fair, maybe looking at a bubble here. Maybe a Lay on Hands. Does go for the bubble. I don't know if he used Lay on Hands before or not, but he does end up burning a pretty big defensive really early here. For Goers, that's huge. He's just gonna give himself a reset. He doesn't have a trinket anymore, so for Fairy, if he can give himself a stun, full big go into Goers, it might be okay. What Goers got to do is pull him away from a pillar full of sand and maximize that damage. I don't know if he'll be able to. Right now for Fairy, he got to play defensively. That'll get a lockdown onto Goers. He can't go for a trinket. He just got himself lots of that range damage, that full Dawn Light, everything available. If only he was close enough to get a quick rebuke to stop that healing, then maybe he could do something. It looks like he does have to get a melee for some of these abilities. Trying to go for Searing Glare, but he needs to make sure he doesn't get interrupted. There's going to be a full primordial setup by Goers. Lay on Hands, Pharaoh. He's actually okay right now for a good bit. Blind to follow. Had himself a Searing Glare to follow up. Goers got himself a bit of a burrow, but he's kind of just left with not a lot to work with unless he can go for full recovery. Technically has mana for it, but does he have the healing available? It does get slain, taken out real quickly with Leo charging up next and Pharaoh sending at least a judgment or two while watching the man approach the pillar. Blessing a Saint, it does not get value. It has a bop. I don't know, Spell Warden would have been better. Actually, I think a bop is okay against Leo and all those riders. You may need to use it super early though. There goes the bop. Either use it to defensively, just can't reset behind the pillar. But the clover shot will still go through. Hold on a second. Oh, Leo. Yeah, the problem with a bop or spell warden against a Death Knight, their pets do a lot of physical damage. Sorry, picking up 3. That's a lot of damage done. My goodness. But yeah, look at the paladins, man. Between Pharaoh trying to fight it to the bitter end and then Saya just clashing through 3 at a time. It's just a lot, man. It's just a ton to deal with. Damn. But yeah, Blessing of Protection versus Unholy DK. Like, bop and you get claw to death. Spell Warden and you get like torn apart by the pets. You don't really get. You don't get it run. You don't get to get out of that one scot-free. Nope. Not allowed to. Krager, he's ready. Plus, let me know when you're ready and we'll be good to go. Let's see Plus, he's a +1. Otherwise, let me know, boys. Bop against Clothing is no good. Yeah, none of the defenses are really good. Even if it's Spell Warden, I think you kind of... I guess your chances of living probably are... I don't know, like let's say you lost kind of like that same amount of health, like no health at all, and you got a bop or Spell Warden. You Spell Warden and then pets cleave you down, or you bop and then you get clawed. You know, not ideal. Log into seconds when we're ready. Okay, let me know when you're good. Let me know when you're good. Plus just needs a quick relog and then we'll be good to go to play some more boys. Gob Squad and Mapality? Yo, the Goon Squad? Dude, you got the Gooner Trinket. That's awesome. That one's apparently pretty good for rogues. Because Sub and Outlaw both scale off of Versa and that buffs the Trinket a little. But apparently it's pretty good in single target. I don't know if it does anything as a tank, but as a DPS I think it's good. Alright, Random Arena. Here we are, boys. Play Light Forge. Ashimane. Haven't done this one in a while. Haven't done this one in a hot second here, boys. Shaman's dog trio meme needs to resurface. For real, for real. For real. Why can't we have an Evoker this time around? I want to see if this guy can actually, like, because Evokers don't have it easy in duels, but maybe you feel like the matchup is pretty good for him. Maybe we can see this man pop off, because the technically got a lot of damage and they're really good in group gameplay. They just don't have enough survivability by themselves, but they technically got like a ton of damage, man. Like a metric ton of damage. It's a little absurd. Maybe even partially disgusting, but it's kind of rough. Alrighty, get us this one going. Switch. Got ourselves Krager over for the TM1, ready to go, but looks like not first. It looks like Messy. I'll call him Messy. Messy is a feral druid gonna be first up versus a Plus, a bit of a stealthy deal. I got us a Smog, got ourselves Maestro, Pharaoh. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a complete stealth duel from the get-go. Blush is a sub-rogue versus Messy. I'm gonna mess up his name, dude. I'm gonna Messy. You know, maybe I should call him Messy. Maybe I should just call him Messy. I'm gonna messy up his name anyway, so I might as well, right? Baris get out really early. Oh, the fact that the time Baris gets a Thorns, or Thorns to Baris get, that is interesting. Does make it a little bit less good for like Feral and Boomkin for like Thorn and a friend. But yeah, does try to go for a stun, but plus did have a reflect. Evasion up for that one. As soon as we join this arena, I'm just like missing up on board, dude. 100% gotta be this arena, dude. It's way too green. Hate this arena. Too green. Much grass. This is gonna be strikes back to back for Plus. Got him some blades and everything available. Wall out for Messi. Does power shift into cat form. Looking to get some blades back on Plus, but he's taking lots of damage. May has to go full on take mode. Heart of the Wild, active. Everything is available. Trying to knock the rogue, but he ain't going nowhere. Looks like Messi's coming back though. Health is recovering little by little, trying to get himself a bit of a breather. Has a trinket still, so as long as he has got that, should be good. He has himself Incarnation too. Honestly, I feel like at this point you should just go Incarn Big Go versus Blush. Blush catches a quick sap on the guy, but it looks like Rupture is still on him. Does Trinket. This is where you just gotta have a Big Go, Messi. You have to have a Big Go. Oh, but Blush takes it before you can do it. That's where you gotta Incarn, Stealth, Prowl, Stun, Insta Go. But man, that was rough. Does catch Blush with a couple and Pharaoh trinkets just to make sure he can take out Blush. Actually, I thought he was gonna be okay with that sap. I thought he was gonna be okay with that sap. I'm just gonna send that sap because you waked up Ash's Blush anyway. He's got a doubt on him. It's going to be hard for Plush to catch a reset anyway. Oh, no way you're punishing that pally with the saps. Gouge is so short. Maybe you could disarm him. Does go for advantage. Blinded, though. Oh, yeah. He called a reset. Bro, he just punished the paladin so hard. All right, I'm rooting for Plush in this one. I feel like when you punish a class this hard, you gotta win, right? Oh, but a stunner on the corner. Was Pharaoh able to get himself a proper go here? Wake of Ash is probably in a little bit. Cheap shot by Plush. Try to have himself a setup. Shadow Blades, flagellation, everything. Oh, but a bop does stop a lot of that go. He has to wait. He just has to wait if he can wait. Got some evasion. At least can dampen some of the damage taken. Searing Glare. Maybe if you could have stepped it, kicked it. That's about all you could have done. That's about all you could have done. Blind onto Pharaoh. I'm almost half expecting this man to bubble out of it. Him triggering a sap just to make sure he can hit Plush was just like a move. Kidney shot and Plush is looking for a reset. That kidney is only going to last a few seconds though. Maybe he can get himself a reset, right? Maybe. Pharaoh picking up the eye, so you might be able to get out of there. Catch himself some rest behind the pillar. Sap maybe? Oh no, does get for the Hodge. Trinket is available. Cloak is up. Does not have a reset, but he does have mobility. Also, Shadow Meld is up very soon. He's just trying to see if he can weigh this out. Might just have to meld and stealth out of here. Does see Pharaoh going for the human racial just to break out of the CC. Plus took a lot of damage though. That is a lot. How is a ton going on? Maybe you should have just sheep shotted, walked away, meld stealth, catch a reset, but that's tough though. That's tough though. I think the rogue at that point felt like, you know what? I'm out of options. I might as well have a proper go here. ONYXIA Mechpa? Am I reading it correctly? Mechpa. Как boss of Narxi. Wait. Like a boss in Naxamaris? Nax? Hold on. There's a boss, Mechna, or is it Mexna? Is it Mexna? I could do that. Cracker's trying to explain with the Feral Druid's name. He said, Myexna. Oh, Myexna. Oh, okay, dude. I can do that. Okay. Got it. It's supposed to be a Myexna. I said the X, and in Russian it's an H, so I'm like, I just thought like, okay, it's not a real letter then. I just ignore that one. My X is a spider. Got it. Okay, I get it now. I get it. I can do that next time. Cool. Apparently Drew's name was my X now. Not whatever the hell I said. Where is he? One of his bodies is him. Pharaoh is still back to the duel though. Back to the duel as Pharaoh is still trying to see if he can fight through Leo. Leo's got himself quite a bit of that slowdown onto Pharaoh. And is able to go for a bit of that Lichborn, a couple of death quotes to heal himself. Pharaoh just looking to get some pot shots from around the corner. First aid, AMS is up for Pharaoh. Just trying to see if he can steal some spell out of Pharaoh's kit. I don't know if he dark simmed anything. Oh, he dark simmed the judgment. That's so funny. That is so funny. It's almost like Pharaoh threw a hammer, Leo caught it, came back around the corner, tossed it back at him. That's so good. But Leo's not a lot of health. That is Pharaoh, but he does have a Leo in hand. So he got himself a reset. Doesn't matter though. Oh my god, Leo. What was that damage? Krager is going to be up next. I don't think he's going to give Leo a chance here. Every single time Krager walks up into Leo and Krager's low, Leo just takes advantage of the situation, snipes him out of the game. And this is an opportunity for Kraken to get some revenge here, some much needed revenge. He needs one more hit and does take it with a quick execute. With Oric going to be up next. Oric so far has actually been able to tussle with Kraken quite a decent bit. Once it had a proper 1v1 with all cooldowns available, the actual 1-1v1. Kraken with a parry, but it's going to be fear. No Zerker. Actually, no, holds on to Zerkers. He actually decides to hold on to the Zerkers, leap it away as Oric does go in for a charge. Does not have a leap. Oh, its cooldowns wasted, thrown into the wind. That is unfortunate. 2 million clone shadows crit. Damn, that's some hit right there. What caused it to hit harder? Is it like some kind of a talent proc, or is it just the riders buffing you? Because I know that you had like the Frosty Rider and you kill an enemy with a chain of ice. That could be really good sometimes. Krager got himself Avatar. Does he have any more survivability? Spear to keep Oric in place, and Oric cannot break out of the spear. Got him some big defenses, but he doesn't have blades on the Krager, so that second wind is going to start kicking in. Try to see if he can stop the second wind as quick as possible. Krager and Oric both so low. Could be anyone's game. Just needs one more big hit, one more good hit. Does go for a rally to make it a little safe for himself. Oric at no health, and Krager does take it. Does end up burning a rally, which is going to be falling off here. in just a moment, unless Goers gives him the proper honorable duel. And it looks like that's exactly what he's going to do, is give him that proper honorable match. Look at this guy. What is your pet doing? Is it me or is your pet all bugged out? Look at that. He goes into the Why is he going to the ground like that? Look, it just like does this and then it just goes dipping in the ground. For one reason or another. Is that normal? Riders on Fallen Crusader, I guess, got no DKs and melee damage amplifiers. It definitely feels like it, doesn't it? DK got some DME, man. Some random DME. That's the best and the worst, like random damage. Like, I feel like most people just want to control the damage, but as an outlaw main, I'm like, I kind of like it, some random damage here and there. That could be kind of fun. Ooh, it's like a Kindred Surprise Egg. Ooh, damage. You know what I mean? Parry out for Krager. Try to see if you can charge over towards Goers. Does set him with a bolt into a Trinket Fear right after. Does establish a bit of control. Waiting out for a send at the very least. No Bloodlust, no nothing for a while. No Primordial Storm. Does get bleeds of the Goers too. So for Krager, he sees a couple of good hits, and Goers is going to be down for the count. Does have some reflect. Goers catching a quick heal or two. No Storm Bolt for a second, but a Spear does stop him. Shockwave for a second. Getting knocked with a leap to follow. Trying to go for a big damage, but Goers burrows underground. Just burns his head in the ground. Doesn't want to look at Krager. Krager ain't real. Krager ain't there. Nope. Krager doesn't exist. I don't need to fight him. He doesn't exist. It's like the therapist. Played a warrior named Krager cannot hurt you. He isn't real. Played a warrior Krager. Big defensive shield down for Goers as he got himself the Bulwark Totem, looking to take up a little bit. This out for a moment. Not a lot of health to work with. Balancing Krager does it, a breaking away before the charge connects. And is able to at least back himself out of them for a second, but a Blaze Storm catching him, able to evade majority of his damage. Krager looking for a leap. Does he have a charge around the corner? Does have a charge to intercept, but as Lasso comes out, he just gets out a taser and shocks Krager in place. Big demolish with a Mortal Strike taking it, and he has a fight versus Saya. I don't know how he's gonna fight Saya. This has been his hardest matchup overall. Parry up really early for Krager. He needs to land a Spell Reflect on a Hodge. I think it's the one way he's gonna potentially get a win here. That or needs a Trinket to get out of a Hodge, land a kick onto Saya, stop him from being able to bubble, then go do the most amount of damage. Otherwise, it's going to be a tough match here. He can't really slow down Saya at all. That is the problem. That is rough. Saya looking to chase Krager at no help whatsoever. Does pick up a little bit of healing. Avatar still technically available. Does disarm Saya for a second. Goes into defense stance for a moment. As he goes in for Shield of Edits. Fear, breaking out of that with a stun. Does chain Saya in place, but he can't really walk out of there fast enough. He's just still in line of sight of the guy, still rotted, still dotted. Rallying Cry just gives him a little bit more help to work with. All he can do is potentially Hodge or Reflect. But he does get a Reflect Hodge! But Saya had enough damage to take him out there with Rally Cry falling off. That is so rough. The Hodge Reflect went through it, and Saya should now be a little more careful against Krager. Normally, Saya is insanely good at making sure the Hodge does not get reflected. But Krager had an upper hand on him, apparently. I'm surprised, because he saw the reflect, and he kind of like, maybe used another ability, hoping that would reflect, and then follow with a Hodge, but it didn't reflect. So maybe use the ability a little earlier or something? Not really sure. But it's going to be a stun onto Maestro. Does go for a blind to follow inside, just trying to see if he can buy himself a little survivability. Maestro got himself lots of damage here. I don't know if he can close the gap to go for even more missile combos, or maybe big barrages. He just needs to do something in order to keep the guy in place and unleash all the carnage. It got Saya super low. Laying Hands does get used. Bubble as well as Spell Warden still are available and are on standby. For Maestro, he just needs a little bit more resources, man. He needs more resources, a couple more barrages, and I think he'll have it here. Poly to follow. That's himself potentially lots of damage. But does he really get to use a lot of it, though? Is the question. Ring of Frost does not quite connect. Does go for a blink. Try to see if he can bat out of there. Touch of the Magic with more missiles sent in. That is going to be Spell Warden. He just got to live. You got Invis coming up very, very soon. Ultra time and everything available. But he's just trying to see if he can get the hell out of dodge, if at all possible. He's got himself Wake of Ashes. Yeah, for Maestro, it's going to be a block, man. It's going to be a block. It is rough, but it's going to be a block, I think. Or not? Yeah, no block. Well, hold on a second. Maybe I'm downing this man way too early. Maybe I'm discounting him a little too quickly. Ring of Frost, side does not get caught in it. Maestro does give him opportunity to blink, trying to see if he can create a slightly bigger area of denial with that pillar, just so he can have an easier time getting away from Saya. That's going to be one more hammer. Oh, let's go for the block. Because one more hammer wreck would just be over, man. We done. Done for the count. Saya. Looking at the healing though. I didn't look at the timer. Didn't look at the dampening. It's 65% dampening. I ain't healing nothing. And Saya, just a matter of time until he can bonk you down. For Smog, this is about as good time as ever to get a duel. Because Saya only has a bubble. That's about it. So you gotta fight, burn through a bubble, and then live long enough, and then come back in and slay. And Saya can't heal, so he's gonna have to throw everything at the wall here. So it's gonna be just all in, and you have an immunity of your own too. Smog has immunity of his own, so it's something he can make work here. Saya mounting up immediately. Smog trying to see if he close the gap. Doesn't go for a wall. He doesn't go for a pre-wall or anything. Does get rooted into Saya. There's an opportunity for him to have a proper go. Sleepwalk. He needs to have himself a proper big setup. Fire breath. Ball dotted. Doesn't break the thing yet. He's gonna have to go at some point and fail big mastery burst. Does get himself big defenses, whatever he's got, wall as well, so he can't get interrupted. Does get himself a repositional here. Just stay away from Saya. Saya with a bubble. For Smog, that's an opportunity to have himself a proper go. I think does end up immuning a Hodge from Saya. If that's the case, I think it's perfect. Trick out of Saya, but he's just gonna get beamed down right now. And the Smog can just stay in line of sight. There goes the Hodge. Has the trick of blind to reverse it. Oh, that blind reversal is so rough. Does get himself a living flame, but interrupted, and Saya takes it. Oh man, that's not an easy duel, but Saya does pick up 3. Well done, well done. Damn. Your Paladins, man. I heard you guys saying, man, Pally are not good this season at all. I'm just looking at these duels. I'm like, other than those, Saya seem to have no trouble slamming people down to the ground. Got us another one going here, boys. Yep, uno más. Cracker and plus, let me know when you boys are ready. We do what? Fuck down. Nice. All right, and that was the Cracker's looking for bodies. If you guys want to join him, more than welcome to. Did we get anything good this month's trading post? Oh, we got the butterfly stuff. I guess it's good, but like nothing I actually want to get. Yeah, not specifically I'm looking to get. Pets are very wicked PvP. I also want to play APOC. Yeah, pets are all kinds all over the place, aren't they? 1 minute. Okay, Cracker needs a second, boys. Cracker needs a second, so give him a chance here. I don't know if he needs a minute to do some other IRL stuff while getting a group together, or are we just trying to get a group together real quick? Ready? Alright, cool. Never mind. Never mind. Random arena choice yet again. We only got to do a grand once so far, and that's because I forced a grand. So I wonder what it'll give us this time around. We haven't done a hook point. I wonder if it'll give us like Mechagon or something. We got a Nokudon. That was weird. I kind of liked Nokudon though, to be honest. Kind of liked it. Hook point. There it is, baby. There's the hook point, baby. Oh my god, I love me some hook point. I love me some points and some hooks. And when you put a hook point together, oh, that's the best. Will Saya? Uh-oh. You want to requeue or just play as is? You guys think you can play one-man army there? Versus a bunch of mages over on Team Cracker. What happened to Saya? Did he DC? Did he bounce? What happened? You see, what had happened was... Better requeue. It says requeue. Had to go, guys. Oh, okay. Let's go and buy Saya. He's gonna chill. Okay, cool. Cool. I guess we'll just play it out. Yep, I guess we'll play it out. Twitch. Got ourselves Goeris and Team 2. They are missing a guy. They're gonna have a body missing the entire time. Saya had to go. He got it says a big day tomorrow. Good luck, my man. Good luck, my guy. Stuns out for Skragar and looks like Team Goeris with Legion Plush and Orc. They're just gonna have to play like one of you is gonna have to play a one-man army to find a way to fight through Team Cracker and his army of wizards. Look at those wizards. And this man is a wizard in the with a sword. He's a wizard with a blade. Wait, no, hold on. Isn't there like a wizard spec in Baldur's Gate that's like a sword wizard? Spell sword? I think it is spell sword, right? Am I wrong about that? That's coming out on BG3 soon. So there's like literally a school of using swords. Not much of a wizard. That's like being a wizard with a gun. I cast fireball. I cast bullet. You know what I mean? Big damage on the Cracker. Taking a huge hit. Back-to-back defensive sense is not enough to keep him alive, though. But it's going to be disarmed to Guerrero for a quick second. As his primordial storm ability is physical damage. It's partially physical. Does need a melee weapon at the very least. Does go for a stun onto Guerrero's, avoiding the second stun totem. Guerrero's dropping down the big bulwark, letting him tank up and get ready. With Cracker got himself a bit of defense as well. Let's just try to go for chopper after chopper after chopper. This is looking for big hits back to back. Guerrero's does himself yet another primordial storm. Cracker's got it super low. He got a rallying cry. He isn't really playing with the cell bar. Trinket is get used. Spear onto Guerrero's, can't go anywhere. Does stun him. Cracker looking for a big demolish. Guerrero's in trouble. Oh, it does it. Striking him. Taking him out with Orc backing up out of this. See Cracker just ready to go. You're not seeing Cracker cowering. You're seeing Cracker rushing head first into danger. Does go for a quick leap. Backing up out of there really quickly. As Zorik got himself lots of damage, but if fear stops him in place, that is so unfortunate. Oh my god, man. He's got a lot of potential damage. Oh, he's just chopping right through Cracker. Is it going to be enough? Bury up for Cracker for a second, or just to find a way to break through it. He's playing that Slayer build. If he was playing Mounted Thane, I'm pretty sure he could get his lightning strikes through the defenses. Cracker even picked up a little bit of healing there too. I don't know if it was a normal heal or if it was just second wind kicking in because he's just parrying everything. So he's literally taking 0 damage. Does go for a battle masses here just to give himself a bit more health to work with. It is not a lot. Rallying cry just borrowing a lot of health. He's borrowing a lot, man. Is it going to be enough though? Looks like Orc does go for a quick roar, shattering the bones of Cracker as the man falls apart in front of the arena. Fluorescent, just a couple of lances. And Orc may just go down to those. Does technically have a stun ready to go. And Orc, he doesn't need to get the hell out of dodge. Quick fear is gonna get stunned. You're gonna get stunned. No, you're not. Apparently not. He kicked nothing though, which is unfortunate. That might put him behind because now Floor can just use all his casts without worrying about getting CC'd or interrupted. Reflect, I think that Reflect summoned back at Floor. Orc either needs to scout himself a reset behind the pillar or, well, yeah, defenses, man. Getting caught out in a blizzard, getting caught out in the storm of icicles out in the arena is an unfortunate situation. Leo is going to charge out of Floor immediately. He's going to get himself that massive shield. Is he playing the big Giga shield that does damage whenever it pops? I did buff that shield, the frosty one, a little bit. I wonder if that's an E. I know fire was really good. Floor tried to see if he could back up out of it. Does get himself the ultra. Lots of missed cancel to Leo. Not giving Leo much of a breather and still has that ultra to reposition. That ultra is going to be reduced by dampening, however, which is unfortunate. Trying to see if he can drop down and meet you with Common Storm. Leo could be under a lot of trouble. Floor may just be able to wipe the floor with him, literally. Or is it going to be enough though? Leo does still stay charging in. Death Pack. I'm not a necrotic. Lichborn. I saw the big skull with the Lichborn. I was like, necrotic. What was I gonna say? Necrotic barrier? Necrotic something? Necrotic aura? No. Hasn't there been a button with necrotic summon for decades before? Where am I getting that from? Or am I thinking of like a boss from like Necrotic Wake, maybe? I saw the skull. I thought of the last boss of Necrotic Wake. Like, oh, Necrotic, whatever. Plus, is the last one left over for the team too. Can Plush pull this off, man? That's a lot of wizards you gotta get through. Unholy Assault, Necrotic Aura was in Legion. Okay, Necrotic War was Legion, but no. I was thinking something like a heal button from WAD. Oh, I don't remember what it's called. There's a couple of them. One was like Convergence, but I don't think it's Necrotic Convergence. And the other is like Necrotic Siphon? Because I know they had some kind of button that defensively and it was Necrotic something. I don't remember anymore, man. PvP talent. Maybe. I was thinking of the word necrotic and I was like, necrotic what? My brain got confused, I guess. Full bleeds are up on the floor. Bleeds, everything. Taking them out. Necrotic Bulwark, I feel like could totally be a DK ability though. You know what I mean? Just in the name alone. They're so green looking. He's so green. Oh, I like your weapon too. Big Cloak of Shadows for Plush, instantly bleeding up Young, not even giving him a chance to catch a breather here whatsoever. Deathpack is available, doesn't use it just yet. Just letting those bleeds do work, and Young able to at least go for a little bit of a bit of that healing, a bit of a recovery, a bit of that, I don't even know. Big missiles though. Oh! Yo, arcane mages. Apparently you guys got some chops. Okay, I need to see more of that. Can we see more of that arcane burst? Because that thing looked nutty. Oh my god. Let's get another one going here, boys, yeah? Uno más, uno más. Get in here, boys. Get in here. Here we go. The Chronicle was a Legion PvP thing in PvP. Yeah, I was thinking about something else, I think. Hold on. Can I look up the Can I look it up? WoW Death Knight WoD talents. Unholy Ground, March of Darkness, Control Undead, no, Hunger and Thirst. See some of the buttons from that. Is it like a tree calculator? Is there a WoD one? Wow, WoD DK talent tree. There's something I could look up. Usually one of the wikis would have like one of the talent trees from like older expansions. Looks like this one does not. DK preview? No, that's not it. Warlord General Talent Calculator and Talents I remember Champion. Where's Death Knight? Necrotic Plague. Oh! Maybe that's what I was thinking of? Necrotic Plague, a powerful disease that deals Shadow Frost damage. Replaces Blood Plague. No. It does have the words necrotic, but not quite. It's gotta be something else. It's gotta be bugging me, man. No, it doesn't work. I try to go to find it. It's like, choose your class, and there's nothing. Okay. Alright, we're ready, I think. Let's go again, boys! Necrotic Plague, by the way. Anybody remember that one? Remember when DKs used to have, like, Frost Fever? Mugambala? Bruh. What is the last one we've done? Mugambala, boys. Holy. Oh, that's an arena and a freaking half. What is that? Kind of wild, honestly. Kind of wild arena. Go Twitch. Got ourselves team 1 with some warriors with Caligorn. We got Kragar. We got ourselves Alexis? I call him Alexis. I call him Alexis. That's close enough. Got ourselves now, and we got ourselves a Young. This man popped up with some burst. Why are you so green looking? I like your little like stop side staff. It looks great, but you're so green. I guess it just doesn't look like a mage. It looks like a evoker, doesn't it? To some degree. Cracker charging in first, which is Pharaoh. Instantly hitting him with a shockwave right after. Got himself a reflect in case it's going to be a Hodge, though. Pharaoh's trying to be very, very careful not to give up a Hodge to Kragar on the reflect. Trying to go for a spear, but the spear just does not connect. Leaping in right after. Just trying to see if he can stay on top of this paladin. But this man is schmooving, dude. She's just schmoozing around the arena. What the hell is that? What is that mobility? Man's literally got NASCAR. What is that? Seriously, what is that mobility? Started to Kragar, finally got himself an opportunity to get some damage going, but Kragar, he's got some big choppers in there. And Pharaoh with a hand of freedom, just using it just to stay away from Kragar. It's gonna go for tricky just so you can keep that range. Look at this guy, just trying to keep himself afloat here. Kragar does get a charge, but it's just not enough to connect with Pharaoh. Does go for a fear. before the searing glare goes off. That's so good. Does end up using reflect here a little early. I think he's waiting for a stun or two. Does break past the defense of Pharaoh, looking for yet another charge, looking for a big hit into a parry. It's just almost enough. And for some reason, why is that arena commentator? Why did he moan like that? Hold on. His yells, he like straight up moan. But Cracker almost got Pharaoh super low. This guy might not be a fan of Paladins then. I'm sorry, what? I swear, I'm gonna need to double check on that guy. What is that? I forget that he does this in this arena, man. I haven't done this place in a while. Cause like, there it goes again. There it goes again. What is that? What is that? Cracker's so low at this. Can you be quiet? It's super distracting. Cracker leaping away. I forgot that you can do this big leap. Cracker able to get away from Pharaoh. This arena is actually insane for warriors. They can just get away from pallies. And there's nothing to do except just use all the mobility to sprint after them. Roar out for Cracker. Does get hit with the blind real quickly. Pharaoh with a searing glare. Ready to go. Cracker having to toughen up. Tank up. Got him to reflect. And again, that guy's yelling. Can you stop? Can you stop? Sir, please. Cracker does get hit with a what is it? A dawn light. There's just not much you can do. That spear. Oh, it just pinned him up against the wall. That's so good. Or against the ramp, I guess, up the stairs. Side of the stairs. That is so cool, though. That is awesome. Catching up a little bit of healing. Cracker's in a much better spot right now. Walks around the corner. Shockwaves the ground. The Pharaoh walks got himself bubble as well as blessing protection. So Pharaoh is in a great spot. Parry up for Cracker. You just gotta find a way to stay on top of this man. But constant slows. Just doesn't let you go anywhere. He's just stuck, man. He's just stuck like he's trudging through mud. He can't stay on top of the Paladin at all. If he can just easily start chopping through him. Searing Glare could be a kick. Doesn't go for the kick. Looks like he just didn't have it available. Still has Demolish. You just gotta find a way to lock this guy in place. He's waiting out until Dawnlight falls off here. He just gotta wait and give it a second or two. Pharaoh able to do a lot of recovery though, but he's having to go long distance chasing after Cracker. Finally an arena where Warrior can at least do something against the Paladino, but that's done. That's gonna be painful. Cracker, I don't think he's gonna go down immediately, but it's just gonna be so rough in health. That's getting himself a bit of shielding with that ignore and pain, trying to toughen up. Fear to follow. Just absolutely melting, dude. 3 minutes. He survived for quite a while, though. Just under constant assault by the Paladino. But there's only so much he can do. He's got to catch a reflect stun back at Pharaoh. That's all he can do, I think, at this point. That's all he can do. He has to. He has to, and then get slows on a guy, and then stay on him the entire time. That's about the best he can do in this situation. Does the reflect up? Does end up avoiding the stun. Trinket available for Cracker. Does go for Warbreaker, but it's gonna be a searing glare with a blind. Cracker cannot respond. Parry up very soon though, so maybe you can make something work here. Does go for a blessing of Sync. Shield of Edits. Cracker with a parry. He needs to find a way to fight through this, man. He gotta find a way to break through his shield. Does go for the stun. Spirit to keep Pharaoh in place. Leaping away. So far, Cracker, all he has been able to do is just do a little bit of a hit and run. Get super low. Back away. Leap up to the higher top platform of the arena. And just try to see if he can maybe buy himself a bit of time. The Hodge right after with a full wake of ashes. That is so rough. Like, is there even a chance? Shut up! This commentator guy, look what you made him do. Oh my god. I don't think we can do Mugambala ever, boys. This man's right here. He keeps moaning at the competitors and distracting everybody. He's like a mummy anyway. Like, what are you doing up here anyway? What are you doing? Blessing a take out for Pharaoh as oh no, ASUS is Caligorn. Okay, Caligorn is gonna give it a chance here. Josiah had a real rough time. Looks like Caligorn. We'll see if he has an easier time this time around though. Maybe, possibly, potentially. He's got to find a way to get past the defenses, maybe reflect the Hodge back to Pharaoh, and then lock him down and get some damage in. And there's still quite a lot of players on Team 2 still available, so these warriors are fighting tooth and nail, man. And look at Pharaoh, just able to keep that long range. Does go for a stun. Looks like it didn't last as long into Caligorn. Or doesn't, yeah, it just didn't look like it lasted that long to begin with. Does go for a trinket to break out of the fear, or to get break out of the blind. Try to go for a kick, but that searing glare is still going to go through if you land that line of sight. Does get him into the frontal. That is tough. Caligorn still has a parry, still himself Warbreaker. He does go for a slow onto Pharaoh, who's got himself hand of freedom just to keep himself moving. Got himself Wake of Ashes yet again. He just got so much range damage. Caligorn could barely reach him without Blaze Storm. Needs to reflect the Hodge back at him. If only he had a reflect there, that would have been perfect. Pharaoh with a lay on hands, and it looks like you're just gonna be able to slay yet another warrior back to back into a quick Stormbolt. Does Caligorn have anything to work with here? Fear, just trying to see if he can play it super defensively. The Rallying Cry was used. Rallying Cry falls off, and I think Searing Glare sitting down for food, trying to catch up as much as he can. Barely saving off the damage. Barely keeping himself alive. Pharaoh, all he needs is just one quick Hodge. Got him some movement speed. Reflect himself for Caligorn. Parry up to follow. But like I was saying, so in case he gets stunned, he's going to be okay. Does go for a stun. Caligorn parry does keep him nice and alive here. But a Searing Glare just means he has no counterplay for a few seconds. He just cannot do anything. Does go for the stun. Pharaoh with an immediate trinket. Again, that guy's just... Stop! Stop! What is your name even? What do I call you? Menace? This is going to be his name now, is Menace. Just the arena Menace. Why are you like this? Caligorn gets super low though. I don't know, what kind of warrior do anything here? Can a warrior do anything here? I mean, see him yelling, grant him honorable death, that's fine, but going, ah! I hate it, dude, stop moaning! It's back-to-back warriors! Aw, dude, Pharaoh's just chopping through these warriors like they're nothing. Although, Lexus is gonna have to make something happen here. Fury Warrior, fueled, powered by rage, is gonna get hit with a blind Searing Glare. Can't really catch up to Pharaoh. Might have to go for a leap in order to reconnect. Does go for the leap. Does he have any other ways to catch up? Stormbolt for a second, at least finally able to get up close, but it's going to be immediate blessing of protection. Can't stop any of this. Have himself a big defensive. Yeah, dude. This guy, that chat, you guys have to do that. Please. So into the stompies down for Alexis. Does have himself a reflect. Pharaoh still has a bubble, so he's in an okay spot. Unless Alexis can just get big damage out of nowhere. He needs burst. Oh, it's over. To the afterlife, yep. Hopefully you guys have a great afterlife. This paladins, man, our hardest counter for a warrior. Actually just kited around, right? Hand of freedom, keep them at a distance, keep throwing hammers at them. Like, is there anything a warrior can really do besides hope for like a spell reflect Hodge? What are you moaning about that time? Oh, he just barrage him. He just said a barrage. What is your kink? What is happening here? I'm just trying to understand this guy. He's sending me mixed messages right now. Please, just shut up. Let us focus in the arena for a second here. Oh my god. Young has to find a way to blast through the paladin, and there's still so many over team 2. They can just continue playing on. He just gotta have himself the biggest go possible. Breath does not quite connect. Blind by the Pharaoh. Does go for the trinket. Just to land an interim. Trying to go for full Evo. Is this gonna be just his full proper go? Trying to see if he can chicken kick. Does get a chicken kick. Pally has a bubble in case he does go for the trinket. Young has the most amount of damage here, but it's so low on health. Does he just go down with low health? Invest for a second just to give himself a bit of DR. Blast and mash a bunch of missiles back at Pharaoh. Massive touch to the Magic, but not enough. Oh, lay on hands. That touch. Oh, not even a touch. Oh, he almost did it too, but Pharaoh's still alive. What are paladins, man? What is this class? Oh my, he still has a bubble too. Now, yeah, he's just gonna go for a bubble. Just play it super safe, super easy here. 50% dampening. You just gotta play it easy. Searing Glare does not want to get interrupted. I think this is where the Fire Mage with some Fire Blast, and he was left with no health at all. He was left with no health. Please. Maybe that guy's just yelling in frustration because he's watching a paladin play. Maybe that's what this undead spectators and Dalaran man is yelling about. Who knows, man? That guy, he just does it. He just keeps on doing it. Why is he doing that? Please stop. My guy. Elo Blast down into now still has caught. He still has Ice Block. Does he take out Goer's? Oh, that meteor on the last one. That could have been really good. Imagine the cross skill potential there. Oh, it does get himself a big old interrupt. Now it's no health whatsoever. Goer just is one good hit. Does force a cauterize. Ice Block out of now immediately. But the mage is left with like not a lot to work with here. Does use a bit of the caught to just propel himself towards Goer's, who still has access to ascend. I think you just gotta ascend it. Yeah, just gotta get a big ascend. Breath out for now. Try to go for a couple Scorch executes, but a quick interrupt does stop a lot of that go. Agency's one good hit. Try to go for a quick re-blink up above on platform. Oh, but Goer's takes it. Yeah, seriously, what is Paladin, dude? He did 183 million damage? Okay, this man broke past all our limits on damage. I think the highest damage numbers we've seen before is 120 mil. But 183 mil is ludicrous. What is Paladin? A lot of you guys last week said, man, Paladin sucks. Paladin is the worst. Paladin is terrible. I don't know, maybe like in group situations, group combat, or doesn't feel as strong. But they don't feel terrible now. I don't know. They don't feel that terrible. Damn. Damn. Krager, are we ready? Are we good? No Vipasadnio? Okay, Krager wants the last one for the night. I wouldn't blame him, dude. If you happen to go up against Paladins where all three warriors walk in and all three warriors fall over, because damn Paladins, it's... I also would be like, you know what, let's call it there. Krager wants one more, though. One more run. Plush, let me know. Plush is ready. When Krager's ready. Ready? I'm just gonna ask Krager real quick. For ready. That arena did help warriors, though. That leap, man. That leap to a top platform was helpful. I will say that much. The Robodrome! We haven't done a Robodrome in a while, man. Yeah, what an arena. I really don't hate it. It's like a good 2v2 arena. I don't like it for 3s, though. I don't like it for 3s. It's a good 2v2. Hello, hello, what's up? Big Soy? Big Soy Sulek. Hope I got that right. Damn. Paladin says generally dark class by design. I mean, I don't want to say anything mean to any of my Pally friends, but like for PvE, everybody agrees that Pally is the easiest class to play for PvE content. Yeah. I feel like so many people take offense to that, like, oh, how dare you? And it's like, dude, them Beastmaster Hunters, Frost DKs, like, you see a button light up, you press it. There's your rotation. there ain't much going on there. Right? There ain't much thought process going on there. Doesn't mean a class needs to be, like, you can still enjoy it. If you have fun with it, that's cool. Nobody, you know, bats an eye about it. Like, you have fun with Twitch. But, like, you know, it is easy. Wait, whoa, Flores. Oh, is he stuck? Oh, no. Okay, you might just have to get all the way down. All right, it cleaned you out there. It cleaned you out. Cleaned him out real quick. The Caligar is going to be first up versus Plush. Does get hit with a Growth. Get a shot immediately. Plush. Are you just going to have a go here? You know, I'm playing Kingsbane, so something is different about you. Vanish out just to get the big bleeds Riga-roted back with the Caligar, just letting the bleeds rot him down. Evasion up. He's still getting hit with overpowers. They're not really hitting that hard, though. Fear onto Plush. Kind of just stuck. Bouncing up and down midair on the same spot. Does get hit with a stun? Wait, what the hell is happening? Is that a random barrage there for a second, or was that a pet? Okay, I think it was just a pet. Got it. This is going to be disarmed with the Plush, who's kind of low on health. Does go for a blind. I was thinking maybe he was going to go for a quick stepperoo versus where Caligar in the standing. Caligar is just going to stand up, mount up, and chase after the rogue. He does have Cold Blood, so big envenoms are available for Plush. Does going to charge around the corner with the Stormbolt. Warbreaker, this is one good hit. Does get hit with a cheap shot for Plush. It's a cheap into a kidney. It is kind of DR together. Does break through the cheat death. Are the bleeds going to be enough? Oh, the bleeds do take him. Man, the bleeds. Them bleeds be good. With who is it going to be? Auric up next. Arms versus a Fury Warrior. Caligar did have to commit quite a few cooldowns versus a Rogue, though. That being said, at least Arms Warrior cooldowns are not the longest. I mean, Fury, 1.5 minute cooldown is not terrible. If not shorter. Is it? Pretty sure it's 1.5 if not shorter. Right, chat? Pretty sure. But it's giving Caligar a chance to catch a breather at the very least. Not that Caligar's really letting Auric just walk up to him. But it's giving him pretty much a chance to catch a breather, get some cooldowns. No trinket. But he's going to have parry. He's going to have Avatar soon. He's going to have some stuff to work with here in a bit. Also, that's a beautiful mount, man. That thing was great. Does go for the stun onto Caligorn with the Disrupt to follow. Trinkets out of the Disrupt. Auric does not want to lose out or any damage versus the Arms Warrior into a full parry as soon as Auric's offensives go down and they're kind of lost into the wind. He needs to get back over there next to Caligorn as soon as possible, but they're just slowed. Just a crippling slow from that hamstring. Hamstrung. Strung with all that ham. As he gets steered with a Stormbolt right after. All that damage out of the window. That being said, the Auric is a Fury Warrior that do generally have really good sustained damage versus Caligorn, who is more like playing around the procs. Big Colossus Smash is already. Blaze Storm to follow. Or got a lot of damage as well, but also a lot of healing. Caligor leaping away. I don't know if Or can reconnect. Does get himself a charge. Interfere. Zerker rages. As long as he can stay next to Caligor, should be able to do quite a bit of damage and get a lot of healing. Big demolish, stopping a lot of it output. Oric with a big roar, but it's just going to be Caligor landing himself one more X going down. With Guerrero's charging next. Does not want to give Caligorn a chance to recover here if at all possible. Is going to be a Stormbolt. For Caligorn, all he can do right now is maybe take down the totems that are going to stunning him. Second stone him here for a second? No second stone him. Doesn't have a second stun totem unless Caligorn got both of them. And Guerrero's does get hit with the disarm, knocking Caligor back as this opportunity to catch the line of sight. Trying to, but that wind strikes from Ascendance is not going to let him do that. He needs something, anything right now. Just trying to see if he can find himself some cover. Needs CC onto Guerrero's. I don't know if Perry can do anything for you. It'll at least give you some damage reduction. Looks like he's still surviving, picking up a little bit of healing. Perry is available. It's going to be Guerrero's not able to really attack him unless he got magic damage to pierce through the parry. To pierce through the eye, dab of the sword. Does ruin it for a second. Caligor picking up a little bit more health. Stormbolt to Guerrero's. Just need to maximize the damage. He does have a demolish. He's going to go for a big demolish, but there's a big bulwark totem for Guerrero. Should be enough defenses just to fight through Caligor, but Caligor was breaking through his defenses so fast. If only he had just a little bit more health, I think he would have been able to win that DPS race versus Guerrero's, but that shield did keep him nice and healthy. What's up, Brack? How you doing, my man? Hope you're doing good, my guy. Cracker up next, immediate spell reflect versus Guerrero's. Does get that weird L-shaped charge, 90-degree turn for Guerrero's. At the very least, it's better that it's actually pathfinding to him than not pathfinding to him, right? Stunning to Guerrero's while he's a spirit, can't go anywhere. Just trying to see if he can run out of there. Does go for a lasso. Wall was used too, so that's a lot of defenses used for Guerrero's here. Let's just looking for a bit of that recovery. Cracker gut reflect. He's got rally. He's got a lot to work with here. Stun by Guerrero's with the, yeah, there goes the stun totem. Does it get a second one? Was that the second? That might have been the second. Guerrero's just on for a second. Doesn't necessarily need access to his weapons since he got the elements as his weapons. Literally Thrall versus Garrosh type of a fight. Is he going to win it? Is he going to win it? Because everybody was like, well, technically Thrall kind of sort of cheated. He's the elements. He's supposed to use a weapon. Technically, I would argue Thrall weapon was the elements, but I guess they didn't really go specifically about it. Does that have to be physical weapons? Can it do any of the other things? Yes, no, maybe so. Into Sunder, but Guerrero's does not connect with its stun. Out for Cracker. Does get him some clean demolish with a nice mortal strike taking him out. That was so, by the bucks. Cheating my ass. I mean, I guess it all depends, right? If the elements count as a weapon, then technically it's a decent Magara. Decent. But if it means like Doomhammer weapon versus Gorehowl weapon, right? Physical weapons, no magic, that's a different story. Then it's like, well, technically, yes. Disarm onto Leo. Just trying to see if you can use those pets and yoink and Cracker back into the slaughterhouse here. Oh, wait. Cracker needs someone to live here. Does go for the spear, stopping a lot of the pets. Reflect is up for a second. Stun to Leo. Reflecting bolts back at the Valkyrie. But who's up? Morgraine goes behind them and just slaughters him. My God. With young Jade gonna be up next. Got himself a bit of an Arcane Sphere loading up. Leo able to dodge around it. And it's gonna be down to Leo and Pharaoh over for the team to try to see if they can find a way to victory here. We'll see though, we'll see. As Leo does get himself a bit of that reset behind the pillar, but needs to make sure the line of sight is always available. The pillars are so weirdly shaped in this arena because they're not quite square. They're like they are a rectangle of swords, but like one. They're like a weird pizza slice more than anything, right? Because if you look in the middle, like if you make the lines all the way down, it's like pizza slices, but it's like a portion of a pizza slice. It has like a curvature to it. You know what I mean? That's what's weird about it. It's a little unusual. As Young does at least get himself a decent position here. Leo looking for a lot of recovery. This could be an opportunity for Leo to maybe make himself a bigger go, but he's got to walk slowly but surely towards Young. And he looks like Young going behind the pillar, hanging out with a pet, just waiting for that Evo. I think he's just trying to see if he can pull Leo away from that platform, away from the middle of the arena, maybe to give him some line of sight. Leo is going for that line of sight, and that's actually good for him. I don't think it's good for Young for Leo to be lining. He does go for the hit, quick breath into a ring of frost. He's kind of stuck unless he goes in for a grippy onto Young. Try to go for a kick, but he doesn't quite connect. I think it was a kick with the main pet, right? Misses flying him, stun onto Young, does get a freeze, touch to the magic, big damage, spark damage. Leo's actually super low on health. Could be a massive touch to the magic. Is it going to be enough to block right after? Touch to the magic does connect, but it's just not enough. Barrage also not enough. More barrages of missiles. Is it going to be anything available here for him? Does break through his shield very, very quickly. Get another barrage, but Leo does it up, reaping that soul out of his body. Oh my god. Does get himself that necrotic health with the death pack, but he had to do it. Had to do it to him. Playing against a Frost Mage, though, is going to be slows for slows, and Leo's not in a great spot right now. Maybe he can get himself an AMS. He got to get himself out of dodge. He got to get himself out of here, but I don't think he'll be able to. Yeah, I think it's over. I think it's over. It's going to be up to Pharaoh. Second to last one. Oh, last one left on Pharaoh. Second to last for Floraset. Floraset? Is that how you say it? Floor? I like floor. I'm going to go with floor. I'm gonna go with floor. Bubble really early for Pharaoh. I guess he just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna throw everything at the wall here, see what sticks. And still double block available for floor, so he's okay. Trying to go for a stun, and Pharaoh not gonna just waddle it out of there. Does go for Blessing of Sank to try to see if he can stun the. Oh, he reduced the ratio of the stun, but he trinkets anyway. I think floor just takes it, right? I don't think Pharaoh can do anything anymore. Block, he just needs one good hit. Pharaoh maybe can get us a lay in hands. If you got lay in hands right now, that would be the best time to do it. If you got lay in hands, there it is. Yeah, floor. Yeah, it's over for floor. That is rough. With Alexis last on that. Blessing of Protection still available, so Pharaoh still got himself a chance here. Bah, that spear. That is unfortunate. Oh, man. Watch a whole arena where Pally was just kiting these warriors out. So I thought, man, if you could just spear him here, then he has nowhere to go and he cannot kite anything anywhere ever again. But looks like he still can, which is really, really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. That spear, missing it, that is rough. That is rough. And Lex even popped some cooldowns for it too. Man, Blessing is taken down for Pharaoh really, really early on. As there's going to be stuns available out for Lex. Try to see if he can get himself a charge. Does not go for a kick on the Searing Glare. Pharaoh, Bob, just immunes the stun immediately. For Lexus, all he can do is just play defensively here. Maybe go for a rallying cry just to borrow some health. But at this point, he's just stuck. He doesn't have cooldowns right now. And Pharaoh can just whittle him out. Does land a kick on a Searing. Quick stun for a moment, but it's so DR'd. Proper blind with the Searing Glare to follow. And Lexus up with not a lot to work with here. Got himself reflect. But yeah, it is over. Pharaoh does end up taking it at the end there. That is rough, man. That is so rough. I've watched warriors go up against these paladins today, and it's just rough. But what a counter class. Crazy. Alrighty, boys. Well, with that one, I think we'll call it here. Cracker did say that was going to be his last one for the night. Cool. Beautiful. We got to do duels, and we got to figure out the time to do it. We basically did it normal time for us, but with Cracker, it was going to be like an hour late or whatever. But yeah, we'll see how time zone stuff works out next week. Time zones was something I was worried about this week, but it ended up working out. Hello, my name is Indigo Montoya. You killed my father, prepared to die. What's up, CT? That's a good quote, man. Great quote. Boys, thanks so much for coming by to the duels, man. I appreciate every single one of you, man. These have been super, super fun. Actually, I was going to do this song, but it didn't do it. I like this one a lot. I like this one a lot. Boys, thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate you. Tomorrow, even more duels over for the team NA. I'm gonna go get some work done. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna go do all the regular stuff. You guys are wonderful. Beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. Yeah, I'm gonna bounce. I got a lot of work I got to do tonight, dude. I woke up super late. I didn't get to sleep last night, so it's been weird. Yeah, you guys have a great one. I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Alrighty, boys. Alrighty, peace.
God, you are the devil. under. I fought so hard to save. Hallowed by my love for you, always stop me going under. Follow every step I take, cause our walls are coming down. God, you are the devil, running through my mind. I can't get on your level, I swear to God I tried. I am not under your spell. Turn around and turn ahead. You cannot be anymore. Oh my God, you are the devil. Stuck in the back of my head and I'm dead. I got the devil inside me and everything I see is red. Vision is blurry, I'm in a hurry, my skin is starting to shed quick. Call up the doctor, swallow some pills, maybe I'll wake up in bed. I'm a disaster, can I move faster? Honey, I'm over the edge. No point in stopping me, I'm not your property, gotta take care of my ledge. My friends are dead, I'm losing my head, I gotta get off of these meds. I am unstable, willing and able, give you this body to pledge. Oh my God, you are the devil. Oh my God, you are the devil.